just gonna be middle of the pack, man. It's gonna be better than what we did last year because we were like bottom of the league with Eberflus. Like so, middle of the pack is like double what Eberflus did. That's what I'm saying.
Got you. Got you.
Okay.
And so you seeing us being more Evero, Denver Evero than Vic Fangio. So
Yeah,
for
because
those y'all that know I'm talking about, Evero was the defensive coordinator and Christian Parker was under his tutelage when he was
yeah,
at Denver.
that's why I think that because that's why I said the blitz rate been following Marcus, and in his interview, I'm gonna put it in my video. Like he literally said, "Oh, I want to create one-on-one matchups, so I can put the responsibility on them. I need them to think they got one-on-one." Well, shoot, if we just in line up on base and we rushing three, they ain't gonna always be one-on-one. They're gonna be having more than one. You know what I'm saying? Just off numbers. So how
Just to
you
deal
create
with.
one-on-one? Yeah, how you create one-on-one matches with the offensive line? You got to send more. You got to isolate them. You got to break up that slide. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey
that's what I
Lou,
think.
are you not? Are you
Mhm.
not lying?
No, because I can add it real quick, but my bad. I'm still at work. It's
Shit,
all
get this
good though.
money, nigga.
Yeah, but that's why I think we're gonna be sending more. How often we do it, you know what I'm saying? This is why having a Caleb Downs is gonna be able to pique our interest because now we can blitz more and we got better, cover guys that can come in. What Henny was saying with the advanced coverages and being able to have that extra and shield defender, and not be totally out of whack with probably what Eberflus was scared of last year. You know what I'm saying? But he should know. Like, hopefully we wrong, but this defense is built, to be as dangerous when we can drop 8 and 7 and all that.
Yeah,
Realistically, but
right.
but
Exactly.
we ain't. But you got to have. That's why he said you got to have. In order to do that, you gonna have your all the people up front got to be first rounders. They got to be pay to play type of players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some dogs in order to do that.
Hmm. He's right because I looked at it, and there's nothing I can argue with that when you really think about it. Like most of these coverages, they're dope, but at the end of the day, if you do not get the quarterback on the ground, no matter how many people you got back there, a nigga can get open and get back to the football. You know what I mean? So like you eventually you're gonna have to make a play and make something happen. So hey, and salute to my boy Amp in the building too, man. They might have assassinated Lou, for going live on the job, but we gonna hold it down to Cuz get back in here. But Amp, how
Man,
you living, man?
man, I'm good, man. Finally got the kiddos to bed, man. Daddy duty be calling. But I was tuned in, man. Y'all were hitting some great points. Boss, you said when you miss 2 to 3 days, it feel like 2 weeks, boy. How you think it feel when you miss about 2 to 3 months, dog?
Oh man, you caveman.
Boy, look, I'm trying to catch up,
You
man.
a caveman.
But look, I'm telling you, as I've been thinking about this. Oh, please forgive me, chat, everybody. Good evening. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. I am curious as y'all were talking about it. Talking about potential bodies we might have to sacrifice for this blitz, right? I know we have bodies on the back end now who are a little bit more rangier. We got our outfielders now, but I want to know how much of the coverage is going to be sacrificed depending upon how many individuals you send in after that quarterback. And truth be told, I think that is going to be a big part of Christian Parker's learning curve and learning his players, learning their range, learning how many you can blitz and get away with, without compromising on the. I think him getting that feel for that is going to be that curve. And once he finds that sweet spot and knows, okay, if I got these individuals on the field, okay, I might be able to send five. I might be able to send six depending upon who out there. Excuse me, sit on the back end. I think that is going to be how he learns this entire process and learns his personnel, which truthfully I think that's why he started cleaning house early because the man know what he needs.
Right. And I'm trying to add a graphic to illustrate what I'm talking about 4/3 and 3/2. It just my shit is tripping right now, but I'm trying to get it in here. But Lou, talk
Acknowledge
talk us
greatest
through this
trait.
a little bit. Yeah, but I agree with you though on the
The
point to
coverage.
he got to learn his personnel.
You talking
That's
about the
basically
coverage?
the point that you're getting there. He got to understand who can do what he can trust in situations, who's best to bring in certain situations, who's my better cover guy. Like those are all things that he'll have to learn over time as he get used to his personnel. I do like our odds with Christian Parker though. I do think Christian Parker because he done it before at this point, man. He's done it.
Damn, they done snipe. They done snipe Henny.
Yeah, what he's saying with like the 4 over 3, he's just basically saying it's a numbers game. Like they'll box one side so they can have an extra like reinforcement guy in coverage. So how these advanced coverages work is just basically like he'll give a coverage, but he'll give a tag and he'll tell you the technique to play. He'll tell you a sequence of your eyes of what you're reading. And the reason why he got all these different tags because he'll make call something different. So he want to look the same way but play it differently. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And at the same time, you'd be smart enough to understand route families. Like you should understand what they're trying to do in the flood. So when I tell you to read number 2 to number 1, it already if you the safety, you got the inside leverage, and don't be don't get scared when this over route comes. Some shit like that. So that's what you're basically saying.
gotcha. Cool. Is he back?
I think it is. Yeah.
Is he okay? The graphic up, but is Henny back?
I'm
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
back now
There you
because it started storming over here. So like my wire connection got a little shot on my computer, but I'm here. I'm here though. But yeah, man, this is what I'm talking about when I say, 4 over 3 and 3 over 2. So schematically, on the strong side, where they have the most receiving threats, they're going to put 4 people. So they're going to try to play 4 over 3. As you can see right here, Alabama got 4 niggas over there to they 3. The other end is going to be the triangle. They're going to try and play 3 people over top of the 2.
so it's plus
And
one on both sides.
yeah, you're gonna try and have a +1 advantage on each side, and it's a split field coverage, right? 4 people on one side, try to get 3 people on the other side, cover 7, right? So, and depending on what it's called, it's gonna be dependent on what the responsibilities is. Like if they got a gangster ass wide receiver, and I just want my best corner to follow this nigga everywhere, he's going to play Meg. And Meg means man everywhere he goes. So regardless of what everybody else does, you are one-on-one with this dude, regardless of what the hell
Or
happens. If
Henny,
he break
say that one more time for the people. Slow it down, bro. You talking too fast, dog.
okay.
That was
So
dope, though. That was dope.
oh yeah, and these are real calls for him. Like these are just the calls within the saving style cover 7. You have Meg, which is man everywhere he goes, and then you have Mod, which is man on demand. Meg just means that's your dude, regardless of what happens. That's your guy, regardless of what happens. It's the call. You're going to play man. Everybody else underneath is going to play match coverage, and in Mod is match on the entire side. If the wide receiver 1 goes vertical past 5 yards, regardless if he's doing a bang eight, a post, a vertical, a end breaker that goes over 5 yards, it's man coverage. That is my guy at that point, and everybody else plays match coverage underneath. If he goes inside within 5 yards, he's going to fall back and zone off that deep third of the field and get his eyes back to the wide receiver 2 to see if he got work or if he coming what the hell he's doing. Right. So those are 2 of the primary calls that you usually get for the outside corners, in this kind of zone. And then the apex guys underneath are going to sort out the 2 because they got their own responsibilities as well in match coverage, different situations where it might turn into man, and it gets you a better picture because one, and again, like you said, for the skies, it's going to look the same every time. It's going to be a 2 high safety shell that we played this out of, but you'd have no idea what the hell we're doing
Because our responsibilities change all the time. What we want to do, what we want to call, can change at the drop of a dime.
Mm.
Like all we got to do is call cover seven and then tag something to it. Cover seven, we can play stubby. Cover seven, we can play swivel. Cover seven, we can play mix. Cover seven, we can. There's like dozens of calls you can get out of cover seven, out of the same damn look with different responsibilities.
Hey,
Right. So and this is part of the reason why Christian Parker said he wants smart players.
Yeah.
This is not an easy ass defense to decipher because depending on what the hell I ask you to do, it could be one of 15 different damn things.
do you think this is too much for our young rookies?
No, because the reason why, how
Hmm.
the NFL is a copycat league.
You copied it from college.
They copied it from
Co-
college, yeah.
They copy it
And
from
you,
college.
and you know who's the
College is a
main,
copycat league.
yeah, you
Right.
know who's the main one who grew up in this defense his entire life?
Downs.
Mm,
Downs.
Yep, Downs.
mm.
Man, I'm cold.
Hmm.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah,
Downs
this
know
is
this
this
very
is
well.
review. This is just review for Downs.
But
Hmm.
you know what's crazy though? Even with all the moving parts, right? And talking about who's staying, who going, etc. Even with all of that taken into consideration and thinking back to last year and how egregious your defense was, I don't give a damn if we don't have enough bodies potentially on the back end. This shit can't get no worse than it was last year, straight up. I mean,
Hmm.
cause even with guys sitting back, I mean, they were running past us wild last year. So it's like, come on, like,
That's because that's because Eberflus, and I don't understand how he's still employed. Like, and this is what bosses kept telling me. Eve, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like the NFL has gotten too advanced for that basic spot
Spot drop.
dropping, covering green,
Exactly.
covering green like
Oh,
coverage.
it's,
So
that's
like
that's so elementary,
that's
bro.
so elementary. That's why I was like, bro, he over, oh, we got everybody talking about he got a complicated man. I don't want to hear nothing about no complicated defense from Eberflus. That was elementary. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you playing off. How you gonna play off and you gonna be in cover three? Like all they gonna do is run comebacks and stops to you. That's already a 5 to 7 yard game. And we see the thing about that, we'll do that and we'll let
that's that weak
all
ass bend but don't break.
so all of these bad quarterbacks, they can come in, get in the feel of the game, won't be rattled, get hot, and once they get hot, okay, now when you switch it up, it's too late. And that's what I was telling them, but like at least you need to, bro, like go after them or something because you relying on a 4 man rush with your spot dropping. It's just a bad look, man. It was a bad look.
Yeah, so
I agree. Damn sure agree. Yeah,
So
hold
glad
that
he
thought.
gone.
I'm trying to add some more shit in here.
I'm
and it's
so
a
glad he
situation
gone.
too where I keep telling people one hand washes the other. You got your pass rush or lack thereof in our instant. I'm talking about that, but your pass rush is going to dictate how much time your quarterback got to stand back there, and vice versa with your coverage. If your coverage is sticky and your quarterback patting the ball, guess what? That's going to allow the time for the pass rush to get up on him. So again, one hand washes the other. Your rush helps your coverage, and your coverage helps your rush. One hand truly washes the other.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we can't have questionable corners this year and no pass rush. Like that's what I kept saying. Like we need one or the other, bro. Like I need two Reeveses or somewhat of a Reeves,
One of them got to be
or
superior.
or you got to give me something close to what we lost in 11. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't you got questions in both. You know what I'm saying? And we going into the season like, ooh, let's just stop the run. And I got a video on that coming out. Shit.
I heard what
Yeah.
y'all boys said about Dorrance Armstrong too, boy. It's sad, but that
I
man
miss
is.
that nigga now.
No, and me and Boss said on our show, Henry, like, bro, the committee we had behind Micah might be better than the committee we have right now.
It is. Matter of fact, Lou, I don't know how much of the show you were watching. I showed it. I showed the
Yeah.
2023 committee. Matter of fact, here it go. I'm gonna pull it up real quick before we
Mm,
talk about this other shit. There it go, right here. This is
yeah.
what
Sad,
your
See,
this is your pass rushing
see,
run for 2023. Micah
sad.
had 14. Dorrance Armstrong had 7.5. D Law had 4.
see.
Dante had 4, and Sam had 4.5.
No comment. There's no comment, man.
Must be nice.
Must be
Man,
nice. Let's see. How many sacks is this just between these five people?
8.5, 13 and a half,
30,
17, 17
32?
cents. Oh, without Micah,
14 plus
17.
4 is 18.
Oh,
18
he
plus
was
7 is 25 and a half.
31 to
25
25.
and a half plus
33,
4 and a half.
33 and a half.
I think it's 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30. It's 34 sacks. This is 34 sacks by them damn selves. We had
God,
35 as a team last year.
What we had this year, like 2023, because that's just this is just the edge round. And see, and look, bro, and see when people was getting on me when we was projected on the year, and people was like, "Lou, you over underselling." I said, "I see us getting about like 35 total," and people
yeah.
like I'm underselling, and I was being real, dog. Like,
I mean, I think with the improvement of the middle with Quentin and Kenny, I think their pressure and their demand for attention may lighten the load slightly for your edges, but not that much.
They had
Not
46
not that
this
much
year,
to
Lou.
replace this shit. No, no.
they had 46. I mean, it was 15. They came outside of this room. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that means that's 34 right here. There was only 12 sacks unaccounted for. And I know Osa had like four himself. I know he had like a couple years where he had four sacks. So Osa had four sacks. And then, of course, you probably had miscellaneous sacks by linebackers and shit like that. So, yeah.
So we going to hey CP, you gonna have to adapt. I just want to see you adapt, man. That's what the blitzing got to come into
let,
play.
let me ask y'all this. I know you asked it earlier in the show, Henny, but you were talking about Josh Sweat and the fact that y'all don't think that Jerry is one of the owners who made the phone call for him. My question is, do you think they are still actively looking at anybody else?
No.
No,
And
be
I'm gonna tell you
realistic.
and I'm gonna
No.
tell
Even
you and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
before
tell
you
you
answer,
why though.
let me put this in there too. Let me put this in there too before you answer.
Go ahead.
Even with knowing what we know about them trying to obtain Max earlier in the off season, even with that
Yes.
knowledge, do you think they just done all together now?
Yes, because at that point you didn't have Rashawn Gary and Malachi Lawrence. In their mind, if you use the Dallas Cowboys math, Rashawn Gary, Malachi Lawrence, that you got two assets for what you would have put up for one.
Two
Because
for
they
one.
traded for Rashawn Gary. They traded for Rashawn Gary. They guaranteed his contract after he had no more guaranteed money left. Was why every time I bring him up, I say Rashawn Gary beat the fuck out somebody for Jerry Jones right now. Like you can't say shit about Jerry to Gary right now, man. Cause he just secured the bag for that young man. So
Gary, Gary.
yeah, so you traded for him, you guaranteed his money. He has a connection to multiple coaches on the coaching staff already. You just spent a first round pick, not a second, like Easy E or a third. You spent a first round pick on Malachi Lawrence. In their minds, they got more than enough. Do I agree with them? Fuck no. But in their minds, they gave it a God honest good try because they like Rashawn Gary and they love Malachi Lawrence, and I use those words specifically for that reason.
Do you think, follow up, do you think they have an Amari Cooper like move for that edge room should the shit not look good the first roughly half of the season?
Do they
I,
have it in them? It
I think I
who's
think
who's
that it
who's
depends on
selling?
how the season play out. Like so,
Yeah.
it was almost like last year.
With
We
Quentin.
was heavy on Max Crosby because also at that time the Raiders was losing, and
True.
so we was looking at tanking teams, and so it would probably be the same where we'll be on tank alert, right? Looking at tankathon, teams that's just 0-4, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 2-7, headed up into the trade deadline. And that's matter of fact, it wouldn't be 2-7. It'd be more so like it'd be about 6 games, 6, 7 games at the
It's
most. Eight.
also going to be dependent on how well we're playing too, because the best case scenario for the Dallas Cowboys is our pass rush sucks, but we're still winning games. Because there's also the chance, knowing that we don't have but one first round pick, and we already traded a first round pick for this upcoming draft for Quentin Williams. There's also the possibility that they don't break the glass and they keep their little assets. Like, this shit is over. Like,
Right.
you
Yeah.
might be bad enough to you might be bad enough. Listen. They too bad. Like, this is a very good quarterback class coming up. I'm not gonna say that too loud. I'm not gonna
Mm.
say that too loud, but this is a very good quarterback class coming up in 2027.
And
And
you know
if
what I
you're
like
ass
about
this year,
quarterback? You know what I like about quarterback classes though?
what's
With
that?
that is that it pushes down a lot of talent.
It pushes down a lot of talent. But this is also
They
the
start
case I
reaching
want
for
to
them
make
first.
though. You are going to get to the point very, very shortly. You got to get back to the contract table with Dak Prescott with no leverage yet again. You ain't got
We got too
nobody on.
many.
You
We
got
got a lot of
listen.
contracts.
Yeah, you listen. You are gonna be going to the negotiation table with Dak Prescott and Todd France yet again with absolutely no leverage. Joe Milton, wet fart. That shit did not work and is not going to work. He may not make the goddamn team. I'm being honest with you. Joe Milton may not make the team. So so what do you have to threaten Dak Prescott with this time around? And he'll be older. And I still don't think he's gonna give you a discount. Why should he? So what if you're Jerry Jones and your aging superstar quarterback is finna take your ass to the ringer again? You ain't never won a contract negotiation with this nigga. You ain't got no leverage, and you're a bad team too. And they mind, what am I paying? Listen, if you're bad enough to get a quarterback or bad enough to have a high draft pick, let's say we are getting our ass whooped. 'Cause, I'm going through the reason why they wouldn't trade for edge. Like, dog, like, I could get my future. Like, if I got a top five pick, I'm getting a quarterback if I'm Jerry Jones.
Um, we done struck out so many times playing, trying to do that game.
I swear.
I swear we done. Cause like I don't even see what's the difference between that and what they did with Trey Lance. You know,
Facts.
cause Trey Lance was a
Former first, third overall pick, right?
Third
yeah,
overall pick. Yeah.
and nobody had it better than Trey. Like you not only traded for a fourth for Trey, you let him super slow cook. That boy should have been a. I ain't gonna say nothing that sound Diddy. Uh, I was gonna say he should have been the best cook tasting meat, but that didn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm glad you kept that one.
I'm so glad. Yeah, because I was trying to keep it with that meat metaphor, you know what I'm saying? Slow cook.
Mm.
But nah,
Yeah,
stay
nah.
away from that one.
Diddy, no Diddy. Diddy,
No,
no Diddy.
man.
Mm.
Like
But the
swiping,
way
no
that they slow
swiping.
cook, the way they slow cook Trey, and then Dak just still smoked his ass. Smoked the hell out of him, dog.
Best
I,
season of his career.
Not even close.
and I also honestly do feel like Dak will be team friendly around this time. I swear I do. I think, and the reason why I say that, Henny, I looked at a lot of previous quarterbacks that made it
Quarterback.
to their fourth contract. Usually, by the fourth contract, they're not busting
Hungry.
everybody upside the head.
Because they trying to win. This is
Especially
it.
exactly. Especially
Yeah.
if they're trying to get that
Yeah,
Lombardi.
you made your statement. Contract 2, contract 3. You got the stroke count of y'all respect me, you value me. You know what I mean? And now you definitely set for life. Life. You got 2 lotto tickets. So I think Dak is gonna be not only be team friendly. I think he gonna be extremely team friendly.
Still a no trade clause or no?
Of
Hater, you don't
course.
believe that? Hater, you don't believe that?
No, hell no.
You don't think? I
If
think he
he,
gonna be
I bet
team
if he
friendly,
leave
bro.
here, I bet if
Because
he
Drew
leave
Brees
here,
did, bro. Drew Brees. That's somebody who
yeah.
was team
They
friendly
be
on that fourth
listen. Them
contract.
folks be doing that
Ben
for
was.
They do that for competent front offices, man. That nigga ain't gonna do that shit for Jared. Like, save you money for what? So you can buy another yacht? Fuck you, nigga.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
man, you get the fuck out my face. Talk about save some money. Listen,
That's a real argument. For real.
listen. Dak Prescott. There were niggas in my town making more money a year than Dak Prescott on his rookie year.
It was
Okay,
Sad,
there were
it
sad
was
people
true.
around me, people
Yeah.
in my family were making more money
Did that?
than Dak Prescott on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
It was a two.
bruh.
It was like a 4 year, $2 million deal or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like 500 bands a year, dog. Like that's a corporate America job. Like you a big guy in fintech and shit. You make that money, and you still were the cheapest team in free agency while Dak Prescott was on his rookie deal. You didn't go out there and load up the defense. You ain't go out there and load them up with weapons. You ain't go out there and do none of that shit.
That's true. It's
None of
true.
that shit.
All that
None of
shit.
it. So why would he? So why would I? Why would I try and save you money when you ain't do shit when I was on a rookie deal? Even with Tony Romo's contract, I went to crush the numbers on Tony's dead money for those 2 years. You were still only paying about $15 million APY for the quarterback position.
The reason why I think they'll do it this time, because I don't think Dak want to go through what he's always had to go through every contract, and that's with it being drawn out and a distraction all the way to the very end.
He older. He a daddy now.
Yeah, they're gonna use the family this time. Like all that shit that's happening right now, like with the girl and all that. They don't.
Oh yeah, he don't want to go through none of
No,
that.
Nope.
don't do that, man.
Yeah, because
Nope.
then the TMZ gonna be coming out with the extra pictures or what.
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
bro.
fine because Ty France, listen, y'all keep ignoring me every time I say it, maybe because you don't want to hear this shit. Ty France said they were okay with leaving this last time. He said the shit on his podcast in front of the world and said they were fine with leaving if they played that game. So let them. Let them play the
I bet.
game.
I bet if he leave wherever team he go to, he gonna take a team friendly deal. I guarantee you he will.
Yeah, and that's fine, but he won't take it for them. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
your girl is your girl. Your wife will cook for you, Lou. Your wife won't cook for me. Dak Prescott will take a team friendly deal
that's a bad example.
with a better team.
Some examples you don't do, bro. Some examples.
I'm just saying, like your woman is your woman. Your woman gonna do for you. Same thing over here. You know
But
what I'm
use,
saying?
but use your woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't use my woman. You know what I'm saying?
You
Use
don't
your
use
woman.
my woman. It's crazy.
Damn.
God damn, dog.
No,
Got a gangster,
no,
dog.
no, 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 no.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm
I mean, I
just
know we in
saying.
the liquor store and all, but God,
Oh, but did
I'm
you
just
drink it?
saying. You do not get the same results from everybody. Like Jerry Jones already done put this man through hell.
You ain't
He
lying.
already did everything bad he could do to Dak Prescott at this point.
And on that note,
I mean, would he take the deal? Like maybe, like, in the good. Here's the dream. Hopefully, here's the dream. He takes
I
less.
had a dream.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just put it out there. Here's the dream that him and Dak come to understanding. He takes less. You know what I'm saying? Still give him that no trade clause, and then Dak agrees to like actually nurture his replacement.
I'm gonna say this. It's something I've been marinating on, and I had a great conversation here in the chat. Shout out to Wee Woo Cowboy, but just talking about the Cowboys and Boss. If you remember back to draft night, first night, and we hopped on the show with Jay Tuck and everything.
Yeah.
At that time, the topic of conversation was just talking about the Cowboys and contracts, and I made the statement that the Cowboys love accepting late fees, right? And honestly and truthfully, if you look, because y'all did a wonderful job of painting a picture of how what it was and how things fell apart over the last 10 years, right? What went wrong? What the squad didn't have, right? So with that being said, and knowing the fact that we've let a lot of these contracts, you know what I'm saying, just get too far down the road instead of being proactive, we're reactive. Do you think that they may start to sense that urgency, knowing your franchise quarterback's contract is expiring, and knowing you got some other contracts that are going to be coming up? Do you think the Cowboys go ahead and say maybe, hey, Cooper Beebe, let's go ahead and get to the table. Let's get you done early. Hey,
Well,
maybe
see, this is
next
the thing.
offseason, Tyler Booker, let's go ahead and get you knocked out
They
early.
ain't gonna
And, and,
fight
But
for
they
and,
that
do.
money.
But listen, this is the thing. They do that with those kind of players. There was no
Yeah,
hubbub. Tyler Smith ain't have to fight for his money. They paid Tyler Smith. You know what I mean? They didn't have to. They didn't have to fight Trayvon Diggs and to pay Trayvon Diggs. They got it done. They got it done with the Run Bland. It's the superstars, that they don't pay. And I'm not saying that Tyler Smith ain't amazing, but he a fucking offensive lineman. They don't treat offensive linemen right. They gonna pay
yeah,
him, but they ain't gonna be no long drawn out conversation with an offensive lineman
So
unless you're
you
like
think
Trent
CD
Williams
has
from
the
shit.
issue? So CD
Huh?
has the issue for contract two. I mean contract
Of,
three rather.
of course.
yep, yep,
Yep.
of course.
Yep.
Yep.
It's on brand. Dak Prescott, CD Lamb. If down the line, if Caleb Downs wants record setting money like what Derwin James got, it's gonna be a fight. They gonna tell listen, when it's time to pay Caleb Downs, they're gonna tell you, boy, you a slot corner. Here's $15 million.
Damn. After everything he would have done did.
After everything you would have been done did, boy, you was a slot corner. Yeah, y'all about y'all like 15 to $18 million. We like you, so we gonna give you 19 a year. Here you go, boy. Here you go, boy.
See, that's the part that just it chaps my ass, man, because we'll have the talent and you reward the lesser of the two. You got a head coach that's talking about competition every day, but I'm gonna pay my mediocre players before I pay my star players. Like that's not how it works. When you see the display, a lot of times when you're talking about filling spaces and whatnot, people use the diagram of having a bowl, having a jar, and you fill it with the big rocks first. Then you come in with the smaller rocks. Then you fill it in with the sand. You don't start with sand first and then try and put your big blocks in after the fact. It don't work like that. You take the smaller things and fit them into the gaps and spaces that are left by the big boulders, by your big rocks, as in your superstars. That's the way that traditionally it should work. But in Dallas, everything is ass backwards. Like, truth be told, I really wish, because this is like talking to my boy T today. I had a great analogy. Looking at your Dallas Cowboys, right? It reminds me of a restaurant establishment. And anybody who's ever worked in restaurants, you got two parts of the restaurant. You got front of the house and back of the house. Front of the house is your servers and everything, right? And back of the house is your kitchen staff. I feel like we need to relinquish the back of the half to somebody outside, because front of the house you do wonderful, as far as the stadium and customer service and giving fans a world-class experience when they come to the Star and go to AT&T Stadium, and we bring players in here that are superstars that fans want to see. We're great on the front of the house aspect, but the back of the house, when it comes to actually serving up gourmet food, it's ass. It's ass. It's You give me a great, wonderful experience at this fine dining establishment to serve me bullshit. And quite frankly, we getting sick and tired of it.
Yep. And to answer my boy point on here, because I made the joke, they're gonna try and tell him he a slot corner. He asked, "What safety's making?" Shit, a safety just got over $25 million APY,
Yes, sir.
and Caleb Downs is not gonna be eligible for a contract extension for another 3 years. Really four. He got to play 3 years, and then after his third year, he'll be eligible for an extension. So just imagine what it is by then. It'll probably be in the 30s. He'll be a $30 million a year player by then, and the bullshit will start. And then fans are gonna actually care about the podcast, even if he don't say anything egregious on there. Why you not focusing on football?
It's always
Especially
it's
if we're
always
not
gonna
winning.
be something. It's always gonna be something.
Yeah,
Always.
and listen, I don't know if y'all play video games or not, but I played that new God of War a while back,
Hmm.
and they went and seen like the North Face or whatever, and they went and talked to them hoes like, "Hey man, we don't really know the future. It's just like all you niggas is so predictable. It's like we know the future. The Dallas Cowboys is just that predictable. They that
That's
predictable. I can
that's
see
why
the
we need
future.
a bar rescue. In essence, that's what I was summing. We need a bar rescue. Like turn that shit over the wheel or give it up to somebody outside, because you do great on the front end, but the back end, you just, truth be told, this organization is really two luck ups away from being the goddamn Cleveland Browns.
Yep, Got lucky with Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. When you
That
got
part.
two franchise quarterbacks, when you shouldn't have been able to get them. Like Dak
Hmm.
Prescott had no business being a fourth round pick, but you fucked around and found him. And then Tony Romo, I'm not sure who. And listen, this is why people be saying that niggas can't draft because how the fuck Tony Romo was undrafted?
Did you hear what OC Omenure said on RJ Cho's
He said Tony Romo was the best quarterback he ever played
the
against.
best, and he said, "Yeah, we did play Tom Brady, but Tony Romo was the most frustrating to play against." And that's coming from a goddamn giant. The same giant who, if I'm not mistaken, saw Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Am I correct?
Mhm.
Yep.
But people love to shit on Romo. They love to shit on Dak. They love to say they aren't this, they aren't that. They want to rank them as the worst quarterback in the NFC. Want to rank them outside of the top 10 as far as quarterbacks in the NFL. But you got other NFL players who played on the opposite side of the ball from them saying that this individual is one of the best that I've ever seen playing the game at that position. For real?
Yep. Yo, and I still got shit. Because again, I know we went off task. Because June 1st means more than just the George Pickens swatch. And we'll
Yeah,
talk about that shortly.
Yes,
right.
all right. Yeah, good going.
Ooh,
But
that's
other people, time is a coming. You know, they
Yeah.
day of reckoning is upon them. And according to a lot of reports, these are four names that are possible cap casualties come June 1st. Dallas Cowboys own Tony Pollard, Alvin Kamara, Patrick Queen, and then defensive tackle TJ Slayton. Now, I'm not going to give you the option of Alvin Kamara because everybody will say Alvin Kamara. So we already know everybody on this panel want Alvin Kamara.
I'm still taking 3 out of 4, Henny.
You're taking three out of four of them?
I'm taking 3 out of 4. I don't care if it's Pollard, Patrick, and TJ or Alvin, Patrick, and TJ. I'm taking 3 out of the 4. Dead ass.
Man,
And that's going to help you in 3 separate rooms that could really use the veteran experience. Because that's when you look at our team, and I'm talking about coaches on down, we real wet behind the ears in a lot of positions. You lack a lot of experience, you lack a lot of leadership in a lot of these rooms throughout the team. It's the simple things like that, the small things like that, that sets certain teams apart from others. When you've never been somewhere before, you don't have the roadmap and you just going as you know. It could be real difficult versus somebody who may have, sniffed it, been there before, don't have their virgin status or whatever. They done hit it a time or two. They can tell you a thing or two about maybe how to put a Jimmy on. You know what I'm saying? Or how to put a hat on. You know what I'm saying? You can use that both ways, football or the other way. But that experience is so crucial. And truth be told, we've been saying it. You've heard all of us say it till we blue in the face.
I
You need
agree
another.
with you.
You need another running back. Period.
Yeah, if we get Pollard, man, if I can't have Kamara, I feel so much better about this team. I would, that'd be because everybody who want Lightning, I mean, that's the Lightning I would take. I'm not gonna lie. He's a lot more complete, and he's a vet. Queen, I'll take Queen, but I don't view linebackers as a big need anymore. I really
I'm not
don't.
gonna lie, I don't even want Queen.
Yeah, like I don't. But you know what I'm saying. But Pollard, man, Pollard would do wonders right now, and what he can serve, especially with a limited role, and possibly he could be that big brother to Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like they the same, or supposed to be the same similar
Kind of bad.
archetype. You know what I'm saying?
Tony,
But
I think Tony Pollard a bit is bigger, right? Is Tony Pollard not like
yeah,
215 or
he,
some shit like that?
yeah, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Pollard is
definitely bigger.
sneaky big, real talk.
Yeah, he is for
Alvin
real.
Kamara is sneakily big. I was
Truth be
tripping. Alvin
told,
Kamara is
yeah.
215 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he can come over here and be a power back. Like people don't really understand. He just faster than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's the part that fools you.
yeah, like they like people was calling him boom and zoom, but like bro, like no, Kamara he can shake you out his shoes and he can run through you in terms of your arm. Yeah,
Hey, boss, like I'm gonna give y'all the leeway. If you could add two, I'm gonna level it down to two. Then, boss, which two of these players are you taking?
Oh, Kamara.
It's
You
easy.
gotta give me one more.
Mm.
Cause I knew y'all,
Oh,
I knew all y'all niggas gonna say Kamara. That's why I made it a
I'll
little
take
difficult.
both of them. I'll
Yeah,
take both of them running backs. I'll
yeah, I
tell
was
you the
trying to
truth.
say that too. I'll take both the backs.
Really?
We just have a march part of the competition,
I
bro.
would.
Break the pool stick.
I mean, why keep trying to make Blue Pollard when we already can get him?
That is fair though, cause a lot of niggas did say that he was Tony Pollard. Did they not?
Yeah, and he ain't no Pollard.
Do y'all not think that we should look at potentially trying to gain? Because I keep hearing 27. Excuse, yeah, 27 is a real nice draft, right? I keep hearing that,
It's amazing. On
but at the
paper,
same
it's
time,
amazing.
Mm.
we don't have the picks in that draft, right?
Yeah,
We
No,
we're
ju-
not gonna
we on-
have.
we
We're not
only
gonna.
have three picks that matter. We got a first round pick, a second round pick, and a third. We don't have a fourth or fifth. We got two six, and we don't even have a seventh round pick.
I
I
think
can
we need.
guarantee.
I think at some point in time this season we need to put a few guys on the auction block. Truth be told,
Who are you?
especially if you get a move or two like what you got posted up here. Oh, guess what? Blue, bye. I'm
But
trying.
see, but this the thing. In order to get draft picks, you got to have shit that people want.
It's true. True.
Like you have been naming Blue.
True.
Nobody fucking wants Blue.
True.
What
so
you gonna get for Blue? A seventh round pick? That it don't matter.
no, you probably gonna get that.
Yeah, like you ain't gonna get shit for Blue. You ain't gonna get shit for some of these players we speaking on. Cause think about it, we got, and I know that Rashawn Gary is not this sack artist that we wanted, but we got a veteran Pro Bowl pass rusher for a fourth, right? A fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you actually think you can get for a backup running back with that averages under 4 yards a carry and has under 200 rushing yards for his career? What could you get for that nigga?
Nothing because
The
then
fuck out of their face.
yeah, because because then Jacksonville trade what's his name, Tank Bigsby, and he was like sharing carries, and they only traded him for like what, a seven to the Eagles or something like that, 6 or 7.
Boy, we would have loved to get Minka Fitzpatrick, multi-time All Pro, still had juice. That nigga went for a 7th round pick.
Man, well, I'm still mad about that too. To be
That's
honest with you.
tough.
Yeah.
It worked out because of who we ended up getting, but I would have loved to get Minka.
I would have loved him a lot more than we got right now. I'm telling you right now. Well, not meaning Caleb. I'm talking about like if we had him instead of, see, people gonna hate me, instead of Jalen Thompson, I'd be a lot more happy. I'm telling you that right now. We'll be a lot more dangerous.
I mean,
You
people can't
know?
be mad at you because Minka Fitzpatrick is a better player. I don't
Yeah,
know
because
why people would be mad at
yeah,
that. Like he is
because
better, but
yeah, cause
I like Jalen Thompson, but Minka's better.
we watched the film, bro. Like Jalen had obvious warts. You know what I'm saying? Especially in coverage. Minka was Minka was 10 times better than him at his older age at coverage.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm
Jalen is
saying?
definitely a box
And,
safety.
yeah,
He's a better Donovan Wilson. Like I'm
and,
not gonna keep him in coverage too much, but I trust him to tackle. I trust him in a short area, and he a veteran presence. I can say positive things about Jalen, but Minka much better. Minka is much better.
Oh.
Somebody said you would have to trade still.
Yeah, I think that was a D
That's
shirt.
a good one, D. That's a good one.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
It's
I like
gonna
that.
listen. I don't want to trade Steele and then turn around and use my first round pick on an offensive lineman. Because that's exactly what the fuck they'll do. It's like hustling backwards at that point, man. Like you get rid of Steele just so you can, like, nah. Like Nate Thomas got to save me from this nigga.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you'll do it. I think we loaded it. You know, we loaded that tackle. I really do. I think this is the transition year. You know what I'm saying? I think we can trade still the moment we feel good about Guyton. If Guyton hits, I think that's when you can trade still. Just being honest with you,
But
because
who
now
plays Steele position?
Thomas,
Yeah.
Oh, Nate. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, Nate,
Mhm.
and then you still got the 4th round rookie. Who, he gonna take some time. Being honest with
What
you,
what, what about your boy Cornell? What you think Cornell is gonna do this year? Lou.
I need to see how he look in camp. I told him what he need to work on. Hopefully, he been working on it. I need to see it in camp. He likes Steele. All these linemen, but they got all the same voice. You're gonna have to run the ball. I'm just tell you that right now. You gonna have to run the ball.
I think they want to. I just need them. I just need them to have running backs. You know, I don't. I don't think they have an issue in. I don't think Shotty has an issue in wanting to run the football. Just think the Dallas Cowboys haven't given a nigga a lot to work with.
So you know what, Henny? That the since you just said that, right? Because I gave my answer. I would take all of them. I would take three. But if I only could take two, for me it would be the running backs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because selecting those running backs, right? You gave an answer earlier. I forgot what player it was in regards to, but I think we were talking about cornerback, and you were saying you believe I forgot which corner you said was going to start, but you said you believe that because of politics, right? I
Yeah,
also
I
believe
said
that if
that Rebel will start because of politics.
that's right, that's right. So I believe if we were to bring Alvin Kamara and Tony Pollard in here, and we would have a three-headed monster with them two and Javante, that would force the Dallas Cowboys to run the football because you have allocated resources there, and we know in Dallas, wherever they put their money, that's where their mouth is.
Yeah, but
So
this is
if
the
we
only
want our
pushback I
mouth,
have to that because that
if we
sounds
want our
amazing.
mouth to be in the running back room, we got to put the money there. Granted, it still ain't the money in the receiver room
That's my point. Or the quarterback room.
or the quarterback room.
Because you got a $60 million quarterback, you got the second highest paid wide receiver, and you got George Pickens, making $27 million fully guaranteed this year because you a jackass and put a franchise tag on the nigga. But outside of that, I'm just saying, like, you got a lot of resources allocated to throwing the football around. And then if you just talk about throwing the ball, Jake Ferguson is a top 10 paid tight end. So you got a highly paid tight end, two highly paid wide receivers, a highly paid quarterback. Like it's gonna be philosophy on if we run the ball. 'Cause it's never going to amount numerically, to that being where the resources is at. It's never going to be that. And we run the ball, it's going to be because Shotty wants to run the ball, and that's the makeup of this team. That's what he believes in. That's the only way that we run the football because you cannot beat those numbers over there when it comes to throwing the ball around.
Damn, Trip Aces. I think I get what you're saying. Trip Aces commented and said greatest stars on turf. And I think that's a spinoff of the greatest show on turf, like the Rams were that year when they had what was it, Isaac Bruce and
Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt.
Oh,
I think that's pretty much what we got.
but they also had Marshall Falk though.
They did
That's
have
a
Marshall
problem.
Faulk, nigga. People
That's
leave
a,
that out.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Marshall Faulk was dope, and he could catch out the backfield, Lou.
yeah. He got
So
put
what?
on purpose.
And
They
see,
had a
shit
dope
like
old
that
line
be
too. They had a Hall of Fame left tackle too.
Sure did.
shit like that is why I get upset when people be trying to criticize Dak Prescott. Like these niggas play with a team full of Hall of Famers and win championships, but Dak's supposed to win with Ryan Flournoy, nigga. Now you got more than you got too much help. Like man, I don't want to hear that shit.
But that in itself is a compliment. Because you're saying
No,
he good enough to be able to make that work. True, it's a backhanded compliment, but it's still one nonetheless. If you
You
say
know the worst
he
thing
could
about the
do
June.
enough,
I'm sorry.
you good? Go ahead, dog.
The worst thing about the June 1st list that you put up
hmm
is that we don't have the demand from the fans to improve. We
they think
don't.
they ready.
That's the only problem with opportunities like right now. See, because if people really looking at us honestly, we have all taken our list down. We don't went from Max Crosby's to Miles Garrett's, right? We now
But
heard like we'll take old Bosa
Mm-hmm.
and
Von
we'll
I
Miller.
said
take
Von Miller, nigga.
Von
Von
Miller,
Miller. Yeah.
we'll take Chubb, and we still have a lot of people out here like, no, we don't need
Yeah.
nothing else. We don't. We go get
We
50
good, nigga.
sacks. It's
Bro,
been,
got
no,
us
this
looking
is
at thoughts, dog. That halfback over there, shit.
It's people
yeah.
who think. Well, see, I saw somebody say that Izaraku and Lawrence can be something what they had in Denver with Nick Benito.
That
And I'm
took
like,
time, dog.
That took
it
3 years.
did. It
That
took
took
3 years
three
to do.
years.
Yeah,
The
which
first
is
year Nick Benito had 1.5. The second year he had 6. Year 3 is when he jumped out, and that's when he also had BT Jordan in year 3. And people
Yep.
they leave that out,
and they blitz.
and they blitz. So it's one of those things to where if the fans was loud like they was on wide receiver 2, we would get one of them running backs easily, or a dope ass running back up in here.
Damn.
We would, but we likely not, because it's just not enough noise, and it's show not enough noise at edge. It's definitely not enough. It's a lot of people that think, and I hope they right too. I also want to say that I hope they right. I hope we do have 40 to 50 sacks. You know what I'm saying, from this
That
group.
helped.
I would hope. History doesn't say that's gonna happen though. It doesn't say it when you look at the if you really break down everybody, right? And you say, what do I expect each one of these guys to do and add it up? Because if people saying they expecting double digit sacks from the interior, that's likely not gonna happen. Quentin Williams only had 1.5 last year.
Yep.
And
It's been like
I'm not
3
saying about
years
a
since he had double digit sacks. It's been a long time.
Hmm. That's why, like, I don't like Lou. All the D tackles can do, and I'm like, bro, you don't pay D tackles to get sacks.
mm-mm.
Like, I just don't pay safety to cover. I want them to cover, but your best cover guys are your corners. You'll never pay a safety to do what Reeves can do. You'll never do that.
Yeah. It's no
They get spoiled with Chris Jones and Aaron Donalds and shit, and they don't realize those are the outliers. Like most
yeah,
defensive tackles don't get sacks.
right. So it's not enough noise. Likely everything that we saying is gonna really get realistic at the trade deadline, and also depending on how we playing.
And honestly, even
So if
that,
we're talking
I
about
don't,
it,
I don't
though,
trust that. I don't trust that either because like this is gonna be different than Quentin and then trading for Amari Cooper because we're dealing with edge. It's like it's a higher like more value
yeah,
position. It's
it's
gonna
a high
cost more.
value position. It's gonna cost more, right?
It's gonna cost more. Like okay, Dexter just went for one first. Well, what's the edge equivalent of somebody on Dexter's level? You know what I'm saying?
Shit. And listen, even if you trade for one, like the Eagles turned around and traded for their edge, and they had to get that nigga $30 million a year.
Exactly.
It's not going to be
Uh,
cheap.
it's not gonna be cheap. So
Nope.
So that's why I won't be pessimistic. I just am being realistic. I just don't see them. It's going. I'll be very surprised if they did it.
Broke
You're going
five.
to
Broke.
have to. I'm not even hoping to get sacks anymore. I'm just hoping we can be like the Patriots, because the Patriots had the same amount of sacks as we did last year. They
Pressure
were
on it.
just a solid team. They forced turnovers. They were stout against the run. They didn't allow a lot of explosives. Like they
You,
were
you
just
know
an
what the,
overall good defense without getting sacks.
Yeah,
you know what the Patriots got though. You know what the Patriots got?
Corners.
corners.
Christian Gonzalez,
Yeah,
Hmm. That boy's
a
so cold.
dog. Yeah, that boy locked up JSN in the Super Bowl.
Like,
Like, you
listen,
want to talk about that? Yeah.
Land was sad. That nigga talked to me before that particular draft. That nigga was upset we couldn't get Christian Gonzalez. That was his nigga. That nigga was hurt.
he was
I
right.
ain't
He was right. Christian Gonzalez was day one.
day
That like
one.
immediate. You know what I'm saying?
Immediate.
And you
He
know
was.
how? And do you know what really stamped it? We played them his rookie year, and Dak did not test him, and Dak did not attack them vertically until Christian Gonzalez got hurt and had to lead the game. The very
Sure
first
did.
game after Christian Gonzalez got hurt, he threw a touchdown to CD Lamb. He did not attack them niggas vertically until Christian Gonzalez left the game.
When did Christian Gonzalez get picked?
He got drafted in 2022.
But what pick?
2023, I'm sorry. Let me go look.
Because why was landlord mad at
I
it?
think we.
Uh oh.
He just
I'm
liked him.
back.
Uh oh.
See that?
The Thunder, the Spurs, damn, they're down by 20 in the third. That's why.
Oh damn.
What's the
Oh damn. I
series
forgot the
right
game
now?
on.
What's the
Two
series?
two
Series is tied 2-2, and the Thunder up
two two.
76. Thunder up 76 to the Spurs 58 with 9:44 left in the third.
Hey, I forgot I was just here still at work. I
Yeah,
forgot to
it's
watch the
looking a
game.
little rough for Wimby right now.
Oh, you seem too happy, man. I don't like that. Why you happy?
Who me?
No, because I rock with Texas. I'm still a Texas boy. I hate the Spurs. Oh, I see why. You got that Lakers shit.
A hater through and through. I admire it, man.
I said, hold on, L.
What up?
Are you a Yankees fan?
Huh?
Are you a Yankees fan?
Hell no.
Okay.
You a Braves fan?
All right. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you the last
Matter of
person
fact,
to fuck in the world.
I got two baseball teams. The only local teams I rock with is UGA and the I hate the Falcons. Lord God, them and the Braves. But
Okay, I was about to say.
I also like the Boston Red Sox because they
Okay.
are the nemesis to the Yankees. I hate the Yankees.
They
Okay.
are?
I
For
know a
real?
lot of people like Yankees, Lakers, Cowboys. I don't complete that trio.
Okay. And I was just because I was value. I don't trust
I
anybody that's a
mean,
Yankee fan, Lakers fan, and Cowboys fan. I don't trust you.
I don't even watch baseball to be a Yankees fan, nigga.
The
But I'm
first
just saying, like,
first
cause see
post
that those are like your most popular teams. That tells me a lot
Right.
about you.
the
I
yeah.
am a
first
ca- I
poster
am a Cowboy and a Mavericks fan,
the
and
They
an
first
Arkansas Razorback fan. That is it.
No,
you did.
first
throw one more baseball
poster in
team
my
in.
room
All
was
right.
Magic Johnson.
Throw one more baseball team in there, boss. Dodgers.
And I was
They
never
also
a
popular.
Bulls fan either, boss. Never a Bulls fan.
Dodgers are popular too.
They are
Yeah, like real
Oh,
popular. The Dodgers, yeah.
okay.
boy,
I be,
who changing oil?
but you was talking about that Pickens too.
Man, yeah, like this gonna be the official time where we can say it's a holdout. It's technically a holdout now, but like I was saying, you
Would it be a
can't confuse it no more. Like
yeah?
you can try and explain it away any other time until up to June 1st. Because once niggas start missing money, that shit real. It's real.
I
You
think
don't
he's a
put
hold.
your money
You
where your
think he's
mouth
a
at.
hold out or hold in?
But is and I want to ask y'all a question because I'm gonna answer your question. I think that he holds out because David already tried to hold in Michael. He didn't get the result he wanted. I think Michael would have preferred to be here, and he had to force his way out to get the contract. So I think he stays away. My issue is this. I want to ask y'all this shit. Why did this nigga sign the fucking tag? Because
Why
he
did he?
wouldn't. Yeah, because listen, he wouldn't. He would not have had to worry about fines or anything like that. He could have just chilled.
Okay, see, that's what I was confused about. So since he signed the tag, now he is susceptible to the fines, and they
Correct.
aren't refundable. Correct?
Yeah, and he's susceptible to the fines, and they're not forgivable because he's no longer on a rookie deal. All he had to do,
God
all he
damn.
had to do was not sign the motherfucker, and then it wouldn't have been nothing. Like you can't fine me or nothing. I don't work for you niggas.
What the fuck
Ain't
was
no.
he doing?
But I'm
I
gonna
mean,
give you
it's
a. I'm gonna give you my theory, and then I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna ask y'all what you think about this shit. I think he signed it and attempted to get his trade, but I just think because of the timing that it fell through. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that went through the draft process. Like they were horny to
Just
draft niggas.
remember, they said he had signed, then he didn't sign, then he did sign, then he didn't sign, then he did sign. So I think what you said, it might be some truth to that, Henny, bro, because
I think it's the
that milk
medical.
ain't
I
clean,
think it's the
bro.
medical guarantees.
Medical guarantees, you believe?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I think. Because remember we was talking about this a long time ago, and we was talking about if
Mm.
we put him on a non-exclusive, he would sign it. Because we was talking about Williams signed his early. Remember they did a non-exclusive tag, and we was looking at all the people that David Mulligetta representative that was on non-exclusive in Williams. I forgot his name, but he was with Seattle, the
Mm-hmm.
defensive tackle. What's his name? I know Williams' last name. I forgot the first name.
No, I saw the L. Uh,
Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Play for
Leonard
Seattle,
Williams, yeah, Leonard Williams was on a non-exclusive tag represented by uh, David Mulligata.
and he
He
actually
signed it.
played on it.
No, he signed it early, and he ended up getting a contract before July 15th. But he
So he,
signed
so
it
so he.
early.
Oh, okay. So he
He
didn't
signed it
play on it.
early,
He
like in
signed it.
March. Yeah, he signed it early, and that's why I was saying because me and you, we was having a debate around that time because you said he not a slave ball.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, I was
And
just trying to send that nigga anywhere.
yeah, we was trying to get him everywhere. He was boss. He got rights, and so we was going back and forth on our research, and that's when I figured out. I said, okay, it's a tag you could put him on that he'll sign, and it
Mhm.
was a non-exclusive tag, and they end up doing a non-exclusive tag. But he didn't sign it, which was so it goes back to your question of why I think it was the medical guarantees. And I also believe, in my honest to God opinion, he was sending a signal that he wanted to be in Dallas.
Mhm.
Because if you sign it early, that gives both sides the rights to start shopping you now. You see what I'm saying? Like, because see, Pickens is sending a message at first when he didn't sign it that I don't want to leave. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So teams is not going to even be talking to Jerry now.
Mhm.
And that's what make it so disingenuous for him to be acting like it ain't no market. It's like he just signed the shit. Like if he would have signed it at the first start of free agency, ain't no telling what could have happened in terms of talks.
Anything
But
could have happened.
anything could have happened. But he signed it late, and now they saying
Yeah,
it
the
wasn't no
draft had
market.
just started.
Right, it just started when he signed it because now that gave both sides the right to shop, and that was right around the draft time. So
And at that time, everybody was horny for the draft that was deep with them big
yeah,
body ass receivers, like you keep talking about, that we gonna end up seeing this year. So it was like, you know
it
what?
was the timing. Yeah, the timing was bad. It's like everybody, and Henny warned about that and was dead right. He was like 2 weeks before the draft. Everybody finna put all their team resources on the draft, and that's true. You go put all your energy to getting these picks in, and that's what any smart team go do. So, do
So
you
you got to
really
think
have
about it.
time
Think
to
about all
be
that
put?
work.
You put in all that work of researching all these dudes, 600 terms of candidates, all this flying around in your scouts, all these meetings and shit like that, trying to narrow down your board. You
You
ain't
literally wine and dine these niggas. You done went to dinner with these boys. You done talked to these niggas about their families and their dreams and ambitions and everything else. Like let's be real. You grow attached to motherfuckers. Like that's a human element to the shit.
facts.
Like I
No,
believe
that's
in this
facts.
kid. Like man,
No,
this nigga remind me of my son. I'm fucking because yeah. This
that's
he our
exactly how I
pick.
see it.
That's how it
Exactly how I
be for
see
real.
Bro, it's just ass backwards when you think about it, because it's like, man, real talk. Like, well, if you look at Dallas from the outside, right, looking in, you look at an organization, boss. I'm about to use your phrase right now,
it. Uh-huh.
but you're looking at an organization who put their hoe up and then wonder why they wasn't turning tricks.
He said he put her up and she why she wasn't turning.
And people ain't go get that. It's a lot of people still fall for the banana in the tailpipe. It's no market for Pickens. It's crazy. But then,
Yeah, that's what.
the main thing I wanted to get back to though is he gonna hold out or hold in, or is he gonna come?
I think he gonna hold out
I need
because
to.
I think he want to stay. I think all of this is fully on like front office. I really do. I think it's front office is not talking. Of course, we already know that. That's literally not doing like. I think I don't. I think they having second thoughts. I think they trying to get like cheap labor out of him by him playing on the tag and everything like that. Because like it just makes too much sense. Like you were praising him and then you put up the hard wall, and then you got all these contracts coming out in the future. You got CD probably coming up next year. Like it seems like you have every right to be dragging your feet and like on the situation right here, and it just makes too much sense. So I think him staying all the way out, not even showing up, is going. He got to do extreme measures to get what he wants.
I think he
Shit, Big Time
holds
said he
in.
pulling up.
I think he holds in.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
he
because
just gonna
he done screwed himself. Basically, what you telling me, like the fact that now he gonna get penalized and it's gonna hit him in the pocket. Now he probably gonna show up.
I think holding in is even more risky than holding out. I'm just being
It
honest with
is.
you.
It is.
and in
So
Dallas
if
it
I,
is.
so I,
Yep.
if the,
It's
I would,
oxymoronic.
yeah, I would literally tell, like, if David didn't learn his lesson yet, he would advise him to hold out, like, stay all the way out. Like, why be there? You know, he's just too crazy, man, to be put to the corner by Jerry. I'm just saying it right now. Like, no, do not do that.
Are
Because I,
we giving final words or are we still rocking?
I'm just talking about this Pickett situation because it's getting close. And to me, I don't see
Is it tomorrow?
if you said we not
June
talking.
1st.
Well,
I'm trying to really think this through. Okay, because the mandatory is June 1st, or is it June? Is that the
Dang it,
mandatory?
I'm about to go to Patrick Page because he had it.
when is our OTAs tomorrow? Or no?
Patrick who?
No, sir.
No. OTAs start. Oh, okay. OTAs
When is
start
the
on the first for
mandatory?
us.
The
Oh, the
mandatory
first.
though. You
First.
sure it's the first?
Yep.
First.
We
I
start
went
the
ahead.
first.
Well,
Why was that so late?
mandatory. Now I'm saying mandatory, not voluntary.
Yep.
Mandatory.
First.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
I went
The
and
first
looked.
is it the first or second, Henny?
Oh, we finna
It's-
know
The
now.
report on the
Yeah,
first and start on the second.
I'm going to
The
read
first
you
next week.
because I went to the Dallas Cowboys site because I was talking about it earlier. So I got the screenshot still. So yes, June mandatory OTAs are the first and the second, the 8th and the 9th, and then June 11th. Those are the dates for the Dallas Cowboys mandatory OTAs.
Okay,
Mandatory minicamp is the 16th through the 18th. Then the deadline for franchise tag extensions is July the 15th. Training camp in Oxnard to be determined, but it's late July. And I went in and looked. I got this from the Dallas Cowboy website, so I
So
went and
on the
screenshot
Dallas
it.
Cowboys website, I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. June 1st is mandatory.
June 1st through the 2nd, June 8th through the 9th. Because it's broken up. There's two sets of days, and then one day.
What
It's
tab
the
is that
first
on,
and
Henny?
second.
Non-exclusive.
Yeah, he had a non-exclusive tag.
Yeah, non-exclusive.
No, I'm saying Henny. What on the Cowboys web page? What tab is that on there?
Oh shit! I just had Googled it. I
Googled
Googled it and I went through there and took it right through there.
Yeah.
Because my question is, how does Pickens draw them to the negotiating table unless he holds out? Because to me, if you show up and you show no resistance, then that means that you're saying, in my opinion, that you're okay with playing on the
I'm
tag.
tired. That's why he does.
You
he
have
needs
to
stay
show
off.
some form of resistance.
Yes, he has to stay out that building.
My
That
thing
would
is
be
this.
best. That would be best.
Hey,
I think it's best for him to be here in 2026, but I don't know. I don't
You think he
necessarily
should show
know.
up?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm asking the question because I agree that it's dangerous as hell to show up, but this is the thing I'm asking
Mm-hmm.
because his deadline is different than Michael's. Like they got to make a decision on him before Oxnard even
before
starts.
Oxnard,
Yeah,
right?
so he got to be more extreme than Michael.
So he not
So
even.
that's also my point. So what could he possibly do if they are just dead set on you're playing on this tag, nigga? What could he possibly do to make the change their mind on that?
So it sounds like he needs to. I get. See, they don't care. He gave up his leverage, right? So in their mind, they're like, "Hey, nigga, we already told you what we're gonna pay you for this year. It is what it is. You sign on the dotted line." Boss, I'm trying to think through this like you too, also, right?
I'm thinking on like Jared because that's the evil motherfucker.
In George Pickens' situation, this particular situation, he needs to show up. And the reason I say he needs to show up is because we learned from Micah. We learned from Micah that there was an agreement on the table already. He signed the napkin deal, whatever. And then he decided he wanted to renege, and then Jerry and Steven got hot. What I don't want for Pickens is the fact that he signed this tag, and now you're gonna turn your back and renege and attempt to hold out. I feel like by him holding out, Lou, trust me, Lou, hear me out when I say this. I feel you when you say it. If it was the traditional situation, similar to Micah, I would say, yeah, do your Thiz Naib. But because it is what it is and it's non-exclusive, and he's got till July 15th, I'm gonna say use these OTA opportunities, step into the building, get into their presence, already have David on speed dial. Hell, tell him to come to OTAs too, and just see if you can poke at him one more time.
It's
You need to be
dangerous.
Honestly,
extreme, man.
the-
I think the only way to get the fans on your side is to hold out. Like, remember when remember what happened when CD wasn't there in the camp? Did anybody show up at camp?
nah,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
your
Like, you
camp
got to
was
get
a
it.
ghost town.
You
But
if
this
you
is the
want
thing.
Ain't
if you want
nobody
to feel your
showing up to OTAs though, dog.
But he was
what I'm
just saying in
saying,
terms of the demand,
I know
and
what
I'm
he
you got to
I
hurt
mean.
their pockets.
and I don't really think that will work, Lou.
That's what I'm saying. Because of the time frame, I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, because
If it was
it's
the same situation, OTAs, concern about going into the
training
season, all
camp,
this other
right?
shit,
Yeah,
like it's
the
to the
July
point.
15 kind of fucks him.
It
Yeah,
does.
that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if they
But then you got
are
to act
vets,
out.
Right. Or
and but that's the
what
thing. That's
about this? What about this? I'm gonna just throw out a whole different plan.
go
I
ahead.
want y'all to hear me out.
Mhm.
Because he already getting pressure from the fans too, especially fans that don't really have empathy that'll say, you know,
It's hard to have
if he
empathy for
don't
rich when you're
right.
poor. That's what they
Facts.
ain't
No,
see.
that's facts. That's
They
facts.
hear $27 million. They don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
they say shut the fuck up. That's yeah, that's exactly what
You
they
got you got rich nigga problems. That's what they telling you. Like, bro, you
yeah,
got
there's
rich
no,
nigga
yeah,
problems. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
yeah. You got
it.
Rolex
They don't.
problems. I don't yeah. So but I
My
will
my lights
say
gonna get cut off.
right. So but that's the problem though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So if
discuss
you to
contractors now.
me, if you show
Yeah.
up and you trying to draw them to the table, I think you gotta if you show up, you gotta directly call them out.
Do a
If
press, do the Trayvon Diggs.
no, the cameras go
Call,
come up to you anyway. The
okay, that's
cameras
what I'm saying.
coming. When
That's
the
what I'm saying. Do the
cameras
Trayvon
come,
Diggs.
somebody go ask you
In
how
a
do you feel
politically
about the
correct
contract.
way,
In a
like
politically correct way,
I want to
you
be a Dallas Cowboy.
right.
I'm willing to sign a deal with the Dallas Cowboys. They're not talking to my representation. The ball is
Yeah.
in their court.
Yep.
Media pressure.
If they
Agreed.
talk to David Mulugeta, I would be a Dallas Cowboy for life.
Right.
Agreed. I'm with it.
That's to me the if you
He
because
need Dak. He need Dak to stand with him like Trayvon Diggs did.
yeah,
Facts.
and you gotta have only a couple of reporters that you already they finna serve you the ball the way that you need that ball served, right? So you go to James Slater, you go to Clarence Hill, and you
Yeah,
say,
I go to
"Hey,
Clarence
listen,
Hill.
I
Yeah.
need your lead off question. I'm only taking your question, and I'm walking off. I'm a clown today at practice. Me and Dad go crazy. We go put up some good highlights, I'm gonna make one of these dope one-handed catches. I'm gonna come right to the cameras and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say, hey, I just want to let everybody know that I really want to be a Dallas Cowboy. At this point, the Jerry and Steven are not talking to my representation. There is literally no deal that can be done if there's no talks. I want them to get to the point where they're talking and where we can try to get a deal done. I want to be here long term. And then don't say nothing else if you show up. Because see,
No
it's a
more
lot of
questions.
fans. No
Just tell
more
him no more
questions.
questions after that.
No more questions, and don't take no more questions. Because now what you've done is you let it be known publicly. So now people don't get to act stupid. Oh, he cool with playing on the tag. Now I let everybody be known I want a long-term contract. Uh if you show up though. If you show up to me, that's the best way to handle it and don't say nothing else. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to force them to the table, bro. And somebody say, I feel you, but he still has no leverage. That's just facts. I mean, yeah, he don't
He
really
don't.
have
He don't.
leverage.
He
No,
don't
no
have leverage.
player has
You
leverage
don't
like
have it, but by speaking to the media, you can kind of generate a little pseudo leverage, if you will, by pulling on the heartstrings of Cowboys fans.
Right.
You can kind of get that leverage back slightly. And I'm gonna say this right now, and it's gonna be hella unpopular. It's gonna be hella unpopular. But if
Mhm.
I am George Pickens, as much as CD Lamb is my teammate, my homie, and my brother,
We're brothers. We're happy.
I am not listening to CD Lamb at this point because his experience is not George Pickens' experience. So anything that CeeDee Lamb is whispering, texting, talking, saying, whatever to George Pickens right now, if I'm GP, I am not listening to it. I'll hear him, but I am not implementing any of CeeDee Lamb's tactics, period.
But hey, I will say this though. There is no blueprint. Because if you ask Dak and you ask CD Lamb or if you ask Jake Ferguson, those are three different stories of how niggas got paid. Jake like man, I woke up one day I was rich as fuck. Like they had just I woke up, he was at the foot of my bed with a contract. I'm like, damn, this a dream? Like, nah, boy, you a cowboy. I
Dak said, I
signed you.
got that shit on the way to the game, cuz.
He like, man, like Dak was like, yeah, man, my leg was still in the cast. I had just broke my shit playing on the franchise tag. And them niggas was so ass without me, they were forced to double back and give me a contract. And then you ask CD Lamb, like, yeah, nigga, I was in Cabo. Zeke had told me about this spot out there. I had flew my ass out. You get three different stories on niggas getting paid in Dallas. And that's the issue. There's no fucking blueprint. You do all the right things, you still don't get paid. You hold out,
So
you
what
might
is
get paid.
So, and I
so what
think
if you do the what if you do the Michael blueprint? The Michael blueprint, what he should have did.
Get traded?
Publicly put online you want to be traded and actually hold out.
yeah, that would signal that it's trouble in paradise. It would, and that's what type of stuff that can get their attention, and it can go two ways. Like, cause he could try to force his way out of here, which would be good for him. Like in terms of his long term, it
Good for
would be
him
good
and
for him.
horrible for us.
Yeah, it would.
For
Like,
this
and then
season.
like, and so like Tony said, you
Especially before
hold out
trade.
and talk is the press, and that's giving them every reason not to sign him. Now, when you say that they're not talking, they're leaning on the fans. And listen, that's why you got to say it the right way. You can't just sit up there and say, you like, I want to be here. I want to be in Dallas. I want a long term contract. If you hold that against me saying I want to be here, well, fuck this organization. Like straight
Yeah.
up. Like straight up, if you go hold against me the fact that I said I want to be here long term, but I also want a long term contract, I don't want to play on the tag. It's not good. Y'all talking to somebody that had an ACL injury, okay?
He
And
already lost money in the
I
draft a
already
year ago.
lost money in the draft by getting hurt, so I know it's possible for that to happen. How can fans not empathize with that?
Yeah, I
Because
get
they
it.
choose not to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And
I
then
forgot
like
that.
and then
Yeah.
Tony said he'll pull on the strings and ball and we'll be on his side. No, y'all won't. Because you're not on his side now and he balled. He was already on the prove a year and you saying go ahead and play on the tag. Y'all go do what y'all always do. You go turn
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
Truth be
That's what
told,
you
this
go
Lamb
do.
was balling.
Y'all go do what y'all always do. You go push for him to be as cheap as possible. Y'all push for him to be, yeah, go ahead and yeah, just play on that
Y'all setting
28 and
him up
be
right
happy.
now.
Yeah, you setting him up
Y'all,
right
you setting
now.
him right
You
now. Like
setting him at, you also
just go ball and do it again. He ain't gonna do
nah,
it
that
again,
that do it
bro.
again
Like it's
message
just
ain't shit. Nah, that
and
ain't that
then
ain't
then y'all,
you and then you telling me to do it again. Go ahead, Lou. I mean,
you know what I'm
nah,
saying?
you
Because
Gucci.
then y'all gonna come up here and launch him. Well, he can do it. He can do it differently and do touchdown. No, because y'all gonna hold play. Well, why he didn't get 1,400 yards? Y'all was doing the same thing like this year, bro. Y'all been moving the goalposts ever since. Oh, he only balled a couple of years. Well, I showed you the stats. He been balling every single year with worse quarterback play. Then I compare it to somebody who just got paid in JSN who literally only balled for 1 year as a number one. Who and he got locked up in the so I don't want to hear that Super Bowl thing. Yeah, they did win, but he didn't do a thing in that Super Bowl. So like, no, y'all keep moving the goalposts. Y'all gonna move it again the very next year to tag him again. So like I said, and I already put out a tweet on it. Like I think it's wild for what you're doing right now, Tony. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm talking directly to you. The saying that somebody who's literally who got 1,400 yards and you tell him to go do it again. You are absolutely wild for telling this man to go do it again after he was at the top of the league in terms of yards. You are absolutely wild. You paid that. You paid that.
Also, this to speak. You know, I ain't tripping about you having a difference of opinion, Tony. Like everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that should
just
be fine.
don't, I just don't think it's fair. Like if you ask me to play on a 1 year prove it deal, and I prove it,
Yeah,
I just think
thank you.
I just don't believe it's good politics or good morale to ask me to do it again. That's all. You know
Say
what I'm
that
saying?
again, Henny. Say,
That's all I'm saying. Like he already,
you you told him to
played
prove it last year.
on a 1 year prove it deal. He played on a 1 year prove it deal. And you're asking him to do it again. And while it is the reality, Tony, that he doesn't have a lot of leverage or anything else like that, it also is reality that the Dallas Cowboys are hoes for doing him like that. That's all we're
Yes.
trying to dictate. I'm not
It's,
saying that it's right. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. And like, and Tony agrees. He's not arguing that. He knows it's not fair. He's just talking about the reality of what it is. Also, we can't hear you, boss. You're speaking and nothing's coming out your microphone.
Hey, before boss get cranking, let me go ahead and say this. People are holding George Pickens to this standard. We want this, we want that. He needs to prove it a little bit more, right? Let me put this. I need to cut my camera back on. Let me go ahead and put this in. Let me go ahead and put this into perspective for y'all, okay? Last year, and before I make my statement, I'm gonna go ahead and preface my statement by saying, CeeDee Lamb has had Dak Prescott his entire career.
Correct.
Okay, he's had him his entire career. Now, with the exception of his rookie season, because he ended up with what? Cooper Rush, right?
No, he had Andy Dalton, so he still
Andy
don't
Dalton.
count.
I'm sorry, Andy Dalton.
And
He had
and Dalton was supposed to be the best backup in the league that year. So he
with
still had. Andy Dalton is probably still better than what George Pickens had. I'll take Andy Dalton over
This
Mason
is
Rudolph.
true. Because with Andy Dalton, CeeDee Lamb got 935 receiving yards in his rookie year. But we Cowboys Nation, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. Michael Jackson, I know the movie out, all that, whatever. Look at yourself in the mirror. You are a fan base that is okay with paying Amari Cooper top of the market at that time. That's what the market said at that time. Top of the market at that time. And he's never had a single year in his career with the stats that George Pickens had last year.
oh my God, man! Say that again.
Mm.
Hold on. Before I say that again, I'm going to say this too. The year George Pickens had last year, CeeDee Lamb has only had those yards 1 year in his career. 1 year. That was
2023
23.
when he went for over 17.
Right. He's only had that one time. George Pickens did it his first year in Dallas with Dak Prescott, and we telling him, God damn it, we need to see more. How that sound? Go ahead, Bo.
You paid Javante off for 1 year.
Well, I'll say this, for people like Tony Snow, if you argue at your TV, don't talk back. And just keeping it also real, when you argue at most content creators in the chat, they don't talk back to you either. So you can take it like of insult to when people actually going back and forth with you, or you can take it as what it is, a privilege that people take your concerns so important that we actually address it. Now we don't agree with it, but we still address it. So it's a privilege to be in a chat where people take you serious enough individually to address you. So to where they stopping the whole show to address you and going back and forth with you. So it's actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing that we don't have the same opinion on this. But I just say this, the fans for the most part, we are definitely turning on Pickens. It's a true about face. We want him to play on the tag, even though we all know, and we've shown multiple times on this channel, Lou has one of the best graphics of all time, showing that the bonus for most contracts is higher than the tag, even old contracts. That's insulting to say be grateful for something that most people get as even just a bonus. That's not even including the total guarantees. So when you're looking at the guarantee and you're looking at this man losing the 30 million in guarantee, uh, I just don't want him being a malcontent, which he could be, bro. And his history says he does that. Like Lou has been warning us over and over that, like you showed a clip where he was blocking and chose not to block. And he said in the public, I ain't trying to risk getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Pickens said. We showed. I'm gonna do a replay of my recap of him from game one. Just how bad it was. Like the only reason people didn't lock in on Pickens is because of CD Lamb's drops.
Because CD had
If
like 1,000 drops. Yeah.
he had like in pivotal drops, if it wouldn't have been for them drops, if anybody would have here opened their left eye and just looked at Pickens a little bit, they would have been on his ass, because he was
If we had lost, yeah,
tripping.
if we had still lost that game, with the shit that happened, they would have been on his ass. And CD
They would
is
have been on his ass, because he was tripping. It's history that says that Pickens trips. So it's like, and the worst thing that I hate is all that praise that they did. And then you turn around and want to talk to my representation. You said stuff like triple A pluses, ultimate competitor, similar to Michael Irvin. These are the words Jerry said. Overachieved. I asked, what do you do at your job when somebody been saying you have overachieved every mark? Lou said, I asked for a raise.
Bro,
I'm going in.
I can't wait to
Me
that
too.
end of the year employee evaluation.
Exactly, but I can't wait because I'm speaking from experience, very, very, very close experience. I'm telling you, like, yeah, like because you've been saying I exceeded all the KPIs. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, you gotta pay me. So
money talk, bullshit. About
so,
That part.
so if he show up and I put it like this, for all of our sake, I'm gonna tell you what all of us need right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of us need this. All of us need Pickens to be the type of man who don't know how to count money. Yeah, if he one of them
Mhm.
don't know how to count money, he go show up, he go play on the tag, and he go be happy.
I got a question, boss. Please forgive me for bumping in here.
Hold on. Let me just finish.
Go ahead. Finish up.
Because if he don't know how to count money, then he go play on that tag. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be happy because it is gonna be way more money than he's ever got. If he that type that don't know how to calculate what he potentially risking, that's good for us as fans. But if he the type that understand, oh no, I'm leaving 60 to another 40 million on the table by playing on this tag, he gonna be tripping.
Mhm.
So my question is, Cowboys Nation, I'm gonna ask you to look yourself in the mirror one more time, and I want you to be real with yourself, and I want you to be real about the facts that are at hand. If George, whatever his middle name is, Pickens, if he is not on this roster in 2025, is your offense as productive as it was? Is your passing game as productive as it was with Ryan, Flo, whoever the hell he is? Is Javante, does he hit over 1,000 yards for the first time ever in his career without George Pickens? Answer that question. I want to see the answers in the chat right now. Yes or no? If George Pickens is on, if George Pickens is not on this team in 2025, does your offense have the same production? If the answer is no, damn it, he deserves a contract.
I'm
Would y'all,
ready to
would, y-
get super messy. Y'all ready?
would y'all tag the
Mhm.
CD? Oh, go ahead. I was asking him that.
I
Would y'all
was
tag
just
CD?
gonna get messy with you. Me and you getting messy at the same time.
What's
Oh
up?
damn,
What
Yeah,
you finna say?
we was thinking the same thing.
Damn, D Shift.
Are we
my
ready?
bad.
Are we ready to have a conversation, Pickens or CD?
No. I seen Dak in 2024 with one wide receiver. It was the worst career as a pro while he was healthy.
I'm
It was his
seeing
it
it
was
unanimous in the chat right now,
it,
y'all.
it was
Everybody
it was his worst career. It was his worst season as a pro as a healthy player. Like even
Here's the
before
reason
he
why I'm
got hurt.
asking that. Let's say if it come down to budget. Like, I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just saying let's just pretend for a second. are we prepared to have that discussion from them being on the field? What if Pickens is just better, dog? Do
So
we
you
let
still
the
need
better
him.
receiver go?
So Henny, you said something earlier. I'm about to pair what Henny said earlier with what you just said, boss. Henny, you said if we ain't got nothing that nobody want, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trading with us.
Right.
What if we put CD Lamb
Oh
on the
boy.
trading block, sir? You heard it here first,
Bro,
ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that's real, bro.
I'm not going back to a word with one wide receiver.
I'm not saying we doing that. I'm not saying we doing that, but the thing that I'm saying is it could be this is a scenario to where Pickens could be better than CD, but yet because CD on the contract, he's safe and shit. And the dude that's the better of the two, we over here like he might get away. I don't think that's
Right.
wise.
That's crazy. GP
That's
made y'all
crazy.
question. GP made y'all question last year, but y'all like, yeah, don't give him a contract. That's why I asked y'all, would y'all tag CD? And everybody saying no, but y'all comfortable tagging Pickett. So what is it? Is this some gang shit? Because he with us and GP wasn't. Like what is it?
Hey, I'm listen. I'm
My
just from
bad,
the.
Bishop.
and
My
I'm just
bad,
from the
Bishop.
mindset. I'm listen. I'm of the mindset because y'all remember when I was fighting to get a second wide receiver.
I do.
Yeah.
That's why. Like I watched the film. I seen how they played us. I saw the offense. I saw Dak. You look at his production. You look at his efficiency. It was shit. Like me and landlord were having a conversation. With it did Dak Prescott wake up sorry?
It's a little bit of a different conversation that you having though. A little bit of a different conversation that we having.
But see, I'm not trusting them to replace what they lost.
I'm not either, but
it's
we
in the
still
same
haven't.
book
No,
with
we
me.
still haven't. You right, but I'm
Mhm.
you already on step C. I'm on step B. Is what I'm saying.
Like I because
He
I
on
already done
step
went through
C,
this.
bro. I'm on B, dog.
We already done went through this. I already went through this train of thought. Like if we could only have one,
Right.
could either or C.D. Lamb or George Pickens, how that affects the offense. Is that something I want to live with? Will the Dallas Cowboys go through the channels of fixing it? My comfortability with them doing that. I done been down this already. So that's probably why I'm already
Yeah,
steadfast
yeah.
in
You
my
on
thought
C because
process.
you on C, bro. I'm just talking about beef right now. We can deal with C once we get to C. Let's deal with B. B is this. Okay. Let me ask the chat and everybody and the panel. Who was better last year between Pickens and CD Lamb?
I honestly don't know.
Overall season in totality, it was George Pickens.
Who has the better career thus far?
CD Lamb.
CD.
Okay. So then the tiebreaker could be next year. I'm just going at B.
Oh,
Them
okay, I
both
see
on the
what you mean.
field. You see what I'm saying? They on the
Yeah.
field together, and we coming
What
out.
was the second question?
Who had the better career? And I know where you're going to. I see where you're going because if you add in quarterback and degree of difficulty, you can still say Pickens. You
Yeah,
could.
because
You
y'all be
could.
downplaying
You could. I
GP.
see where you're
One
going with
side,
that too.
one side. I'm leaning over.
Yeah, cause see, I will say this, and I will shake your hand in full agreement on what I'm finna say. If you put
Ooh.
CD Lamb with them quarterbacks in Pittsburgh, I would say CD Lamb is called a bust right now.
I'm not ready to say that. I seen I seen
Boy,
hold on, listen. I seen him have like 150-yard game with. I seen him have 150-yard game with Cooper Rush, who don't got a job right now.
no,
I
I'm
think it'd
with
be.
you. I'm with you.
I
I'm
So
think
with you.
if
I
I
think you
see
kind
you
of right.
play well with bad quarterbacks, I can't say you can't do it because I see you
No,
play good with bad
this is
quarterbacks.
why I think he's right on this because it's about mentality. Like who has a stronger mentality? I think it's GP, man. I think he's got more mental. Man, I've seen CD
Ooh,
crash out in a playoff game with that. Imagine if he had five
ooh.
times worse than that on a day to day. Like you wake up, you know what I'm saying? You like
It's getting
dog.
messy,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
we need to have this discussion, dog.
I got Kenny Pickett throwing me the ball, man. Like dog, like my livelihood is on
Kenny
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people get on GP and him crashing out, but
Cause see,
I wouldn't say
But
I'm gonna
see,
be
but
honest.
that's to your
Sorry,
point
Will.
though.
I'm sorry.
George still crashed out. To your point, George still crashed the fuck out
yeah,
multiple
but
times.
George crashed
Fighting
out, but
niggas.
CD would check out.
he be
But CD would check out. But you
And
know
so
he
has
didn't check
George.
out. No, but George crashed out and still produced. That's what I'm saying. CD would
Sometimes.
check out every
Listen, I'm just
time.
talking about. I'm talking. No, I'm talking about over the course of George Pickens' career. Like, there's been plenty of games
Yeah.
where he ain't do shit. I'm just talking about over the course of his career. Like, I don't want to speak in hyperbole. There've been plenty of games where George Pickens did not
Yeah, I
show
know
up.
he had a negative
You
one,
know,
but you know
in that.
why? Because he was sharing targets with a bum. He was sharing targets
Yeah.
with a bum.
But that's my point, though. We're just talking about could CD Lamb play with bad quarterback play? He got drafted, playing with Jalen Hurts. That's all I got to say with that. Like, that nigga played with Jalen
But
Hurts, got drafted.
but
We ain't
Jalen
gonna do
Hurts,
Hurts like that,
but
bro.
Jalen Hurts
Hurts
in
was
college
doing
was,
this thing at
yeah,
OU, bro.
in
Come
college
on
he was
now.
better than what he was.
He
Come on,
was.
now.
He
He was
played
much
with
better
Cooper. He
than
played with
OU.
Cooper Rush ain't
Yeah.
shit. He had plenty of great games with Cooper Rush. He had great years with Andy Dalton. He played well. Like, he done played well
Well,
with badass
okay,
Man,
quarterbacks.
let's say
I'm
this.
just
CD
Because
I'm
I
just saying
did,
CD
that
been
it
having
I
can't it
great.
did,
can't
I
be
went
apples
to a
and oranges though.
hypothetical. I went to a hypothetical that you can't prove. It
This
went
is
into
good.
theory.
This is
But but this is a real
It
discussion.
is. It's an
Let me go.
interesting conversation.
Yeah, well, I wish we'd have
And
started
I
the
be
show
trying. Listen,
this.
I'm extra hard on CD Lamb, so I be trying to be fair when I say these things. Like,
I'm
I
actually
be
shocked
dragging
at
this
this.
nigga.
I don't like you, Ferret, right now. I like you, gangster. To be all the way honest with you, I like gangster Henny.
we need some more liquor out the store.
But Henny, I'm gonna come back to B because I threw it off when I went to the hypothetical.
Okay.
All right, we in game 7, and Pickens is just clearly better than CD Lamb side by side and both healthy. At what point did we start pressuring to sign Pickens as a number one, even if we had to get rid of CD Lamb? If they talking about, because he said, this is what Steven said, it's hard to pay 2 number ones. That's what he said.
No shit, Sherlock.
True or
So,
false?
So he said it, but this is the thing. You said Tracy Lamb midseason.
I ain't say that.
I'm asking the question. You said what?
I
I
suggest
said having
Hold
a
on.
conversation.
Okay, so we're gonna do it in the off season. So where we have time to get another wide receiver, and we're trusting them to get a wide
I ain't
receiver.
saying trust shit. I ain't
Okay,
going to see it.
these are the
I'm not.
things
See,
that
you try to take
concern
me to C, dog. I'm trying to say it.
but that
B.
matters.
It
No,
does. It does.
because
The end
listen,
result does matter.
if you're going to it for a plan, all the steps got to make sense.
No, it does. But I'm starting with the step of, if we are looking at game 8 or to all the way game 17, and we have the same conclusion we had in 2025, which was GP was the better out them two. If we got the same conclusion next year, bro, it's time to ride for GP, dog.
Let me ask this question real quick. Let me
Go ahead, and then
I would try to make sure my dog will ride with me though, bro. Are we gonna ride with GP or not? Or we gonna leave him to go through this tag war alone?
Out of the two, who is the most versatile?
The guy that plays
CD.
CD Lamb.
Yes,
He can play half. He can play halfback. He can play slide. He can play X. He can play every position out there.
Can he
he
really
the
play
better football
halfback? God damn it! Can he really play halfback?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he played it
Hell
before.
yeah.
Like, I think he played it in
yeah.
like high school or some shit. Like,
Well,
I mean, I know we saw him out there, but I mean,
nah, he dope, bro. He dope. The boy that's
landlord made a whole.
with the ball in his hand is CD.
I remember on the watch parties, I remember us saying, "Man, don't put CD back in that backfield no more." We said that, bro.
No, it was no we. I never said it. They got mad. He got hurt and said it, but he was doing that shit with Mike McCarthy. He's been doing this.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I'm
said
saying.
stop it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
not
said stop it.
We was
Then.
saying it then.
CD
We
dope
said
and
it
big,
then.
bro.
I was not.
He
saying
can do it. I wouldn't do it because we got. I mean,
because you got running backs now.
What running backs do we really have though? I mean,
Blue.
Let me pull y'all back. I'm gonna pull y'all back because I see the chat saying we need both of them. We
And
can't
that's my
play that
thing.
game. We can't play that game.
But we
right
got
now.
to. But this the issue.
Y'all not playing.
Hold on.
Y'all ain't playing the game.
Hold on, because I have been team weapon. I am never pro moving backwards in terms of this. This is why I've been fighting to keep George Pickens here.
Yep.
So like I'm not trying to go through the process of moving either one of these niggas because
No, I'm
you
with
technically
you.
don't. Because you technically don't have to. Is the issue I have here. Because it keeps coming back to I much rather have this conversation about how soon we can move Jake and Bland. Because you may not be able to pay everybody, but there's dead weight on here. And then that's the thing. I would much rather push for these niggas on bad contracts, underperforming to get cut before I cut my all pro, either one of my all pro wide receivers. Because what the fuck is Jake Ferguson doing here to have a job? For us to have the conversation about moving a under 30 all pro wide receiver who even while injured had over 1,000 yards. Like I know he didn't have his normal season, and listen, even if we come to the conclusion that George Pickens is better than CD Lamb, niggas look at CD Lamb as a top 5 wide receiver in the league. So if George Pickens is better than CD Lamb, that means he's a top 2 wide receiver or a top 3 wide receiver or some shit. So why would I move a top 5 player at his position and keep a bottom tier tight end, a bottom tier corner, and all this other shit when there's other corners I can cut? So I understand your point of like, hey, if we play by the Jones rule and act like the stars are the one that got to get cut in order for all this gangster shit to happen, I understand your train of thought then, but knowing that there's other niggas that can get shot first we can run their pocket for the bread. Like that's the stuff that keeps people from jumping out there like that. Like,
and you're right. You didn't say one thing wrong. You 100% right.
But he's saying this in a scenario like the hypothetical because it's kind of realistic.
It is a hypothetical, but
I mean they move.
Like we got to prepare for exactly.
It's hard.
It's
It's hard for me because I already went through the training. It's like I said, I already crunched it.
I know you crunched it, but we also sitting with a dude who literally saying, for budget purposes, that we can only likely keep one.
List the reason why he said it. He said because we didn't know him enough. What was the reasons why he said
he also said we didn't know him.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they be talking crazy. But yeah,
but they
I understand. Like... But listen, if you're talking
Henry,
about
we gotta
that,
prepare for this though, bro, because we might be sitting here in 2027.
But it won't matter if that's the trainer. But listen, if that's the train of thought that they have, and they saying things like we don't know this nigga, he already is the odd man out there, boss. He can't be 88.
Then the better of the number ones could be the odd man out because we not fighting for the better number one.
But that's not how. If we're doing hypotheticals of how the Dallas Cowboys move, that's not how they're gonna move. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if George Pickens better. They might know he better right now. He's a fucking 88. He's a fucking 88.
No, I get it, but we don't give a fuck about that. I know you don't.
But we're talking about the Joneses at this point.
No, I know.
We're doing a hypothetical.
I get it.
Because you get the hypothetical, but you also were speaking of it using examples given by the Joneses.
But you
right?
too much of a fighter, Henny, to just be like, that's how they think, so we go just know our place.
Yeah, like no, and I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about we're talking about hypotheticals and how things play out. Judging by the history of the Dallas Cowboys front office, how they move, the politics at play, and the things that they do, that is the most.
It's gonna be with 88.
That is the most.
We're not talking politics though. We're talking about better.
We're talking real full theoretical. We already set the parameters of this. They're moving like right now that they iffy. They want to keep one receiver, and we're telling you to pick which one would you pick. Like if it come down to it, like we understand what they can move, but we're in full theoretical right here. Full theoretical. If GP is better, are we getting behind GP?
So if George Pickens is better than CD Lamb
again,
that sounds like competition every day. God damn it!
Because you also want me to throw out. So you want me to be stupid for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I was stupid,
just for a second. Just for a second.
Okay. Okay. I can do that for you. Okay.
My dog.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say you gonna be stupid for a second.
Okay, so yeah, if we just doing stupid shit and we moving all pro players for the fuck of it, and we just out pick between these young all pro wide receivers, and there must be a gun in my head, so I'm gonna act like my life is in danger. I'm gonna pick George, nigga. Don't shoot, nigga. George, just give me George. God damn. All right, there. Y'all damn near had to rob me for that shit.
I know. Hold on, let me ask this question. Let me throw this in. Does chemistry make a difference?
They're gonna go into the.
Yeah, hell yeah, it make a difference. Yeah,
it's gonna be hard then.
Why?
I don't know who had better chemistry. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nah,
Shit,
nah, nah.
DP.
Old girl that you've been knocking off for the last 10 years.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Versus your new little shawty that you met 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm
be
saying?
hard, man. That newbie, that new.
You like the new booty,
Papa says shoot.
but at the same time you want that old thing back. Damn it! What is it? It's
Nah,
hard,
the
Paul.
better. Then it goes back to the better, dog. If the old one is better, then I go with the better, cause the old one. If the new one is better, I go with the new one. That's why. That's why to me the first way to do it was call it the top breaker. They both got a year to compete, in my opinion. And that's if we go with exactly what Henny said. If I gotta be stupid, you know what I'm saying. If I gotta pick one, I ain't,
Right?
But the only reason I had that because we might be revisiting the same conversation in 2027. We might be like,
Man,
hey, listen, y'all. Like it might be a situation where we come back and say, hey, fuck that. Listen, let's keep it real now.
because July 15th might come and go, and it don't be shit.
Yeah, he might play, and if he end up playing a whole year and he plays under the pressure of having to play on the tag and ball out on that bitch and ball out
Like, yeah, like I'm saying, when CD
better
come
than
back to that
CD.
table, they gonna have the perfect
Yeah, and
storyline.
especially if
I
we
mean,
see what we were seeing last year, bro, because we was the only
After a
people.
year of film,
Yeah, after a whole year, bro. Now listen,
they
this
might
is
tag the
another
nigga
thing
again.
too.
Though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying we need to get our feet ready to be gangster now. Like make our mind up now that now
He
we ain't
said
finna play.
polygamy.
Now we finna. I'm not finna sit up here and take this. I put it like this: if they try to do Pickens after, if he does another great year better than CD, I can't sit there and be like, why the fuck is we? I'm gonna have to stand up. I'm gonna say, listen, bro, how the fuck is we over here saying this dude got to prove it again, right? Or play on the tag again, and CD Lamb is coming up on another contract.
You know what it sounds like to me if they do that.
Because
Yeah,
CD Lamb was coming up on the contract.
no.
That's the reason.
And so
What
it
if they
would make sense to get the
what if
better
they
receiver done and move the other one on.
what if they pay CD and then tag Pickens again? You know what that tells me? It seems like they trying to get Pickens on that
ooh,
wide receiver two money. Like they trying to manufacture the game. You know what I'm saying?
and
But
see
it
that was my whole point. I
but it's not the
literally had
same
a
though.
video set up to do this, and I
Being
still
gangster.
got the thumbnail. You might see it later this week, but you heard it here first. Damn it! With George Pickens, when they brought him to Dallas, they brought him to Dallas with realistic wide receiver two numbers in their head.
Yes.
Well, then
Cause
CD got hurt, and then a couple of things
yes.
happened, and then
Yes.
more teams when they played you were trying to take CD out the game, and they left
But
George open, and he balled more than anticipated. Like Ball said earlier, he exceeded expectations. See, on a real good note, Steven and Jerry thought we bring him in here, he's gonna be a top-notch wide receiver too, potentially borderline one. And he usurped that number one. He killed it. He obliterated it. And now Jerry and Steven are like, oh shit. He
that's why I
balled.
think
But this is the issue
Literally,
I
I had a
have.
video entitled right now, Too Rich for Our Blood. That's what happened. He came here, he balled out, and you was like, oh shit, I didn't expect him to do that. Damn, he got a contract coming up. Shit, you trying to pay him? Nah, hell no, I ain't trying to pay him. That's too
But
much.
that's the thing
that,
though. You're
That's
paying
what
him
happened.
more. You're paying him more though, tagging him twice. And
I,
Yep.
I, agree, I get it. I
but
agree.
that, but that's
Yep.
I
that's
feel you.
but that's the point that gets left out in translation. That they're not saving
They don't
money.
want they don't want to quit hitting that ass, Henny.
exactly. That's what they're trying to
But let's
manufacture.
give
And guess what? The
They
fans ain't
got a
gonna know the
taste of that
difference.
new booty one time and they want to hit it again.
The fans ain't gonna know the difference either. They ain't gonna know the difference.
I tell you what, man, Pickens better not go out there and did what he did last year. Cause see, we all know, bro, cause we did the film on this, bro. Defenses started actually giving Pickens more attention than CD Lamb.
Hmm.
That's one of the reasons CD started turning up. Let's keep it. Ooh, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Because what they was trying to do, they was singling up coverage on CD, and he was cooking that. But the guy that was getting them doubles and them brackets,
It was Pickens.
it was
Because
Pickens.
George,
So
because George a
that
vertical
also
threat.
means true, but still,
Yeah,
like
I'm
I'll
just
put it
saying,
like
like you have to put a lid on George in order to stop him. Because if he's in single
yeah,
coverage, that could throw a goal ball to this nigga at any point. And because
yeah,
he has that big ass catch
and that's
radius and that
it's
wingspan,
And
man,
see,
you
he's
that's
making my
the
he's
point.
point.
not
You
You
making
he's
my
not.
making
point.
the point.
You making my
But this
point.
I'm just talking about I'm just talking
Damn
about
Schematic, yeah,
I just
schematic,
but yeah I'm just talking about the schematics
yeah,
because
yeah.
CD Lamb gets bracketed underneath when it depends on where you at on where they wrote the coverage
it's
to.
the how.
But Henny,
Yeah,
Sertan and a safety.
They put Sertan and a safety on this man,
Henny,
dog.
Henny,
And
They put two
Sertan
as
and
they
a
rushers on this
should,
safety.
man, and they took
as
prep.
they should.
Sertan and a safety. Henny.
Sertan and a safety,
Yes,
Denver, dog. That's what they did to Pickens.
yeah, it's
They
great. It's
they
great
they
respect.
they put on two rubbers.
Yeah, but this is the thing. But this is the thing, and I get that, and it's beautiful. But I'm just
they weren't
speaking
trying to
on
feel nothing, boss. They weren't trying to feel
Man,
shit.
they're
them
gonna nut
boys, they
tweak.
had no feeling. them boy
They ain't
lasted
feel
forever with
shit.
that bull crap. Don't you ever in your life
But
try to
nah,
put two on, boy. It ain't enough fear in the world. For real.
yeah, it's
They
crazy as
really did
hell.
put on two protections,
But yeah,
dog. They
I
doubled up
get,
protection, dog. They really did.
but I get what you're saying. But I'm just speaking on. We know that this man has been getting double teamed his entire career. You know what I'm saying? So like he
Nah, CD
still
dope in a bitch.
deserves
He
double
dope. He
team.
dope.
It's just the fact that he's not a vertical threat like that. Like he can beat you down the field, but it's not his.
Your mic went out. Your mic went out. Yeah.
He said
Somebody
two
say
Ziploc
two
bags.
Ziploc bags. Your mic went out here.
All right, is it back
Two
on?
Ziploc. Yeah, you back.
Yeah.
Goddamn
Okay.
Kroger bag, boy.
Somebody say if you need two rubbers, just go home, bro. You ain't lying, dog.
Boy,
It wasn't worth it.
Boy, you gonna be Key Sweat, boy. You gonna last forever, dog.
Hey, Head, I got respect for you though, bro. Let me tell you the main reasons I got major respect for you. I got major respect for you because you go squab for the two weapons, bro. You is not playing. That boy don't give up an inch. I'm over. I'm talking. I'm trying to just have a discussion about B. That boy on C and D. That boy like I ain't trying to hear that for shit. That's my dog. T weapons. Listen,
Bro, special case and two-step verification.
That's crazy as fuck.
two step. That's drill. That's drill, bro. That's drill.
Salute
But
to
we
Dre,
could be
man.
having this discussion, bro. We could be having this discussion, bro, in 2027, man. And
But you
and,
don't have to.
I'm gonna be. I know, and I know.
There's
But
other
I'm gonna put it
avenues,
like
man.
this. I get you. What you doing is you teaching me to be disciplined, and I'm gonna be disciplined. This is what I'm gonna have to stay focused on. I can't let these people put more pressure on Pickens to do it again, bro. Cause see, it's gonna be a combination of this, and I guarantee it's gonna be this. It's gonna be a combination of epic and nitpicking Pickens in 2026.
Yeah, look,
Write this day down.
Yeah,
May 26,
'cause I-
2026. Boss said it's gonna be a combination of nitpicking Pickens. Hey,
I mean, listen, we know about. Hey, I see your doggy. It's a good dog. Hey, a good doggy. You gotta start talking low when the dog comes in.
go, Cor.
But man, nah, like I get what you're saying. Like it could come down to some shit like that. But I also don't want them because this is what they want. They don't want to pay two wide receivers.
Right.
I'm not giving them the option. Like I'm not giving them the option to tell me no to my two wide receivers. Like, bitch, one is an 88, and you just spent assets on another nigga that's proven that he's one of the best wide receivers you had in your franchise history. You know, now listen, if they win a Super Bowl this year, I don't give a fuck. You know, like blow this shit up, do what you want to do. I'll die happy. You know, but you know, we talk about competing long term and shit like that. Keep them niggas around, dog. Like you got to, like I don't want to live in a world where I can't have, you know, my Bentley and my Rari. I got a Bentley and a Rari. We balling ass niggas. We live differently. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the league want a Bentley and a Rari. They only got a Range Rover and an electric Hummer and shit. That what them other niggas around the league got. We got the real deal Holyfield in our garage right now, and we don't and we act like we want to sell one of the cars, man. I don't want to do that shit. Like teams would kill to have teams would kill. They would sell their firstborn children to have the kind of weapons that we have over here, dog. We got the best wide receiving duo in the National Football League. We only got to see this shit for a fucking year. I want this shit. I want this shit, nigga. Like I want this shit forever, like Drake said, dog.
I want this shit forever, man.
And see, Hector's raised a good point. He said, what are the odds that they put their finger on a scale to make wide receiver one numbers exceed wide receiver two?
Very, 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 very likely. That's the trap. That is the trap, y'all.
That is the trap.
That is the trap.
It's gonna be hard. I want to know how they could though, in terms of like they might.
CD might have a record-breaking year.
But remember, I do want to say this. I'm just trying to be real. Even like I know they tried it with Amari, but if Amari played all the games, he'd break 1,000 yards. Like he would have came out at about like 1,100, if I'm not mistaken. Like the year that they tried to phase him out, if he played the games, he would have still broke 1,100 yards at the pace he was at. Right. So outside, I don't think, and this thing like Pickens ain't finna get COVID. You know, like he ain't finna get COVID or the hantavirus or no shit like that. So even in a 17-game season,
that Ebola back out too, though. That Ebola
in a 17, in a 17-game season with an All-Pro quarterback, outside of this nigga just not being there, I don't see how he don't break 1,000 yards or 1,200 yards, even while sharing targets with CeeDee Lamb. I just don't see it.
Henny, I think they finna try to fuck.
Like realistically.
No, you're right, but I still think they finna try to
like
fuck.
They could.
They always
let's bro.
They always do that shit.
Somebody said Ebola coming back, boy. Y'all tripping?
No, real, bro.
Hey, let me.
But hold on, real quick. Because listen, they said they tried that with him, right? They tried to skew the number. He had like 1,500 yards still. That's my point. Yeah. Like you can only do so much if you can only do so much.
Dak a little bit company, man.
And Romo was audible. You heard? Terrence Steele told us that. I mean, not Terrence Steele.
Terrence
Williams told us, bro.
Yeah,
Romo was running that bitch
himself. With the nigga, he was a rookie. He was a rookie.
No, I agree, but I don't trust that.
He was trying to win his job.
It was Dak. It was Dak that was running at Amari.
Yeah.
That had Amari with 104 targets, bro.
Was it Dak or was it Dak or Amari Cooper missing for the equivalent of 4 games?
No,
both
2
of them. So that's the point. But he missed 2. He missed 2.5. He missed because he only played a series in the Saints game. He played, but he only played a series.
But I'm saying though, like your number one should not have 104 targets with your number 2 have 144, even with the absence of 2.5 games. Especially when your counterpart number ones was having 180 targets and shit like that.
That's 22 targets.
So going, and this is why this is the other reason why I think they're trying to screw him over, bro. I'm just being all the way honest.
This shit might be true too. Wilson, GU, whatever else. Said while we playing, they gonna make Flo the number 2 and GP the number 3. That's the
man. He not having.
But that won't necessarily happen. But they'll give Flo will see an increase of targets this year for that very reason.
They out there stupid ass behind. And see, and the reason why that's scary that what everybody's saying is because Jerry just said some weird shit last week, bro. Let's not remember that Jerry came out with Joel Epstein and said that we expect more earlier.
Is that trade deadline talk?
See, all of that is weird. We expect more earlier. Y'all didn't game plan him, Philly. Game 1. That's why he was so mad.
Yeah. You want
Y'all was
Um,
phasing him out clearly, bro. When y'all was trying to shoot it out with Philly, game one, and trying to win that game, y'all gave the last three targets all to CD. Them game winning targets, all with the CD dog. You act like Pickens was invisible, but yet you saying you expect more. And what does earlier have to do with anything?
with the trade
the
deadline?
deadline. That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like. And that deadline talk.
It has a smell
Got a
you don't smell.
smell.
That's a smell, ain't it? That's
Can
a
you
setup smell.
smell?
And you definitely setting them up talking about we
And
expect
hold
more.
on,
You expect more than 1,500? You expect more than 1,500?
More
I
than
also
14
went
is
at
crazy.
Amari. I also went and looked at Amari Cooper targets while in Dallas. He he maxed out at 130, so he was still on pace had he played to get what he normally. So I understand
Didn't he have a didn't
what
he
they
have an
do
ankle
elsewhere around
injury
the
on?
league, but you're out the fact that we had two niggas almost.
It was a lot of stuff going
Hold
on
on,
with
let me. I
Amari.
gotta
Like,
refresh my shit because it's running slow right now. Hold on,
yeah,
hold
it
on.
was a lot of stuff. Like they was running also receiver by committee under Amari, which was crazy.
Yeah.
They was crazy. Like I looked into that in detail. Like if you looked at his counterparts
It's
around that time,
it's not
his counter,
conspiracy, bro.
it's
Cause
not
like,
confused. Hell
cause
no.
your legends confirmed in the playoff game. You did. You probably got mad at Kellen Morphy. He literally admitted in his office that they don't target the number ones in the progression. They target who's hot, which is
Fact.
already a dumb. That's already a dumb system in itself. I'm
Yeah,
not targeting flow because flow's hot. Like I mean, I
yeah.
would, but I'm
Or the
just
defense.
like,
They was
mm,
literally saying the defense dictated where the ball
no,
went.
bro.
Which
You
is true.
throw the ball to Mario Seed, bro.
Yeah,
Like
you throw the ball whether they doubled or not. That's what you do with your.
yeah, you don't
And- and-
change
yeah, you
the
don't change.
progression.
You
You
know,
don't change progression.
cause see when Cooper, like when the Rams, because they was clearly doubling Cooper Cup, right? Clearly, did they stop targeting him?
Hell no.
No,
And
no,
and and Weston don't do that no more either. Like Kellen Moore don't like he didn't do that when he won
Mhm.
with Philly. You think he was out there targeting who was their wide receiver three? You think he was out there targeting when they had AJ Brown out there? Like you ain't
no.
like we ain't this ain't conspiracy, dog. It's funny how everybody else's trend get messed up when they come to Dallas, bro. Just being honest with you, that boy's
That's
out there
why
targeting.
see that right there is why Alvin Kamara will be on somebody else's roster before the end of the season because Kellen Moore doesn't like to run the ball and he likes to play receiver by committee. You heard it here.
And then let's keep it 100. It is a conspiracy. It's nothing wrong with conspiracy. It's nothing wrong with conspiracies where the dots actually connect. See, we're not talking about conspiracy to where the dots don't connect, where we been wild and like foreheads and idiots. Now, when you're looking at circumstantial, real evidence, you can have a
Years
conspiracy.
of evidence.
Yeah, years of your own players saying it. Like goddamn, Dez said it, Cole Beasley said it. You know what I'm saying? Amari had to come out himself and say, I want more targets. I affect the game. Like, yeah, and he said that we know where the ball gonna go earlier in practice. He said, because you could tell by
During the
practice.
week.
I can pull the very clips, bro. I don't fuck around with
He
this.
got the receipts.
So,
Quit
like,
fucking
yeah,
testing
I
them.
got the receipts, bro. Like, I can pull the receipts like quickly if need be. So, like, like don't be the type of person that got to get shot in your like. Listen, I'm gonna go political. I don't care what nobody think on this. Let me tell you what Trump should have lost the election. A lot of reasons he should have lost the election, but one of the main reasons he should have lost the election when he came out and he said, "I can shoot somebody in the head on Madison Square Garden or Fifth Avenue, one of those." He said in New York, and my supporters would still support me. He literally said that. Don't be the type of person to where somebody gotta like literally shoot somebody and you see it for you to know. Like, no, no, you should be the type of person that can look at evidence and circumstantial evidence to be able to make a good, smart, predetermined outcome. Like I heard somebody explain it best like this in a court case. He said, if you wake up in the morning and you look outside your window and you see people, and you see people with umbrellas and you see the ground is wet, but it's not raining. You can use your common sense to say that it just rained.
Correct.
So yeah, I can say that's conspiracy. No, it's umbrellas, bro. They walking around with umbrellas. It's wet on the ground. It just rained, dog.
Context clues, motherfucker.
So like, like yes, so no, we don't all have the smoking gun and the DNA to all of this, but it's enough circumstantial evidence to say that this could be the case. This could absolutely. We saw all kind of weird shit. Do y'all remember when they was giving Gallup all them targets? Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Which year?
The Gallup last year off that knee, and
Oh
they was
yeah,
and they
yeah.
was giving him like
His
10
ass
targets,
was getting
and everybody
spammed.
was like, "Why are y'all spamming this dude?" And it was
Like,
clear.
It's to take from somebody else. Jerry and Steven, when it comes to contracts, when it comes to money, when it comes to targets, they are the fucking Robin Hoods of the damn NFL. They take from the rich and they give to the poor because they don't want your ass to get the big contract. So they're gonna take the targets from you and they're gonna give them to somebody else. Yeah,
Mhm.
JV, I was thinking the same thing. Hey, y'all make sure y'all reach out to the homie landlord. They next game is elimination game. They lost to the OKC 127-114.
I
Y'all
don't really listen. I'm not
own the
liking how
home.
you gloating right now. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this Laker gloat on Texas.
Bro, no,
I
no, no,
need you
no.
to
It's
tone
not
that
Lakers.
down real quick,
No,
bro.
it's not a Lakers glow.
You like you a little bit too happy right now, dog. Like
You
you,
too
I had
happy.
no. I'm gonna tell you why it's not a Lakers glow. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I ain't been a real Lakers fan since LeBron brought his ass there. Yeah, I know, Lou. I understand. I know. But
that nigga
I
sound.
don't even celebrate that weak ass bubble championship that my team got.
It
Why
wasn't weak. It was.
not?
It was
Why,
better
Hold
than
why,
on, y'all ain't
'97.
finna listen.
ah!
Y'all ain't finna do this shit today.
They was finna try it. They was
Nope.
finna try that bullshit.
Mm-mm, we got football to talk about, nigga.
Thank you, thank you, head. Pull the food up.
I don't. I don't. I'm just saying. It's not gloating. It's just me hating on the ops. That's all it is.
Okay, okay.
Y'all was literally at the top of the league before the
Lou,
lockout
please.
even happened.
Lou, we ain't doing.
Don't do it.
We not doing it, Lou.
Don't do it, Lou.
I don't. I
Yo,
don't. I don't even want to deal with that,
Don't
Lou. I
do
don't
it,
even
Lou.
lie
Touch
to
the
you.
nerve. My
I
bad,
don't even want
dog.
to
For
deal
the
with that,
love of
damn Lou.
God.
For the love of God,
Don't drop that
no.
yellow.
Do not get Lou going on this LeBron shit, dog. Cause he my homie, dog. Until he start talking basketball, I'll be like, hell no, bro. I can't stand it when he start talking basketball. I'll be like, damn, how can somebody be so genius on football and so dumb as hell?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Matter of fact, Lou. Speaking of football, I still need to get with you on the next Christian Parker show because I did the show already about the back end.
You cut out again. Why he cutting out? I do want to say this while he coming back.
All right, I'm back. I had got a phone call while I was talking because I'm
Okay.
on through my phone. But yeah, I was saying I'm gonna still need your help with the front end, the trench, the trench play. We gonna have to break down the gap and a half scheme and shit like that for folks. So I need to get with you and put some shit together for it.
Did you already drop that video on Parker? Lou?
On what the back end?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my page.
No, Lou, because Lou was doing a Parker breakdown.
Oh no, I didn't. No,
the
Lou, did
front
you?
end. The front end. No, I'm working on the front end right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
It's,
I can't
it's,
wait
I,
to
it ain't gonna be out till like about Friday or Saturday. I gotta. It's a whole lot I
do
gotta do.
a whole lot. I did
I
want to
did.
say
Yeah.
something that's a little bit off subject though, but bro, like, everybody, not everybody, but my dad passed yesterday. Um, and I called all these guys, and I meant this, as I've been feeling foggy since he passed. I don't know if y'all know what I mean by that. It's hard to think right now, and
Yeah.
my brothers, they carrying me right now. You know what I'm saying? I asked them just for maybe a couple of days to just kind of, I want to just kind of just collab with some of my brothers, and I just want to tell y'all I am feeling better just from just talking ball, laughing, all that. It makes a difference. So I told Henny when he was going through a crisis to keep working, you know, and I'm a testimony that does work, bro. Like for real. Like I'm
Amen.
feeling better right now. My mind feel better. Everything feels better.
I could tell your demeanor is different than when we
Yeah,
started
I
the
swear to
show.
God. I swear. I swear.
Yeah.
So when you're going through crisis, dog, and you're going through tragedy, uh, it's hard sometimes to just keep moving. And they, and like I got something planned with Amp tomorrow, and then Lou, I need to get on your schedule. Me and he ain't go do some film breakdowns. But during times of crisis, I'm telling y'all now from now doing it myself is when you ever in these hard times with death, divorces, job losses, anything that's a transition in your life, run to things that you're passionate about and that you love doing to relieve some of the pressure.
Hmm.
So I just want to say that because I swear I feel so much better right now. My laughing has been genuine when I first came on, bro. I swear I felt heavy, dark, foggy, couldn't think clear. My thoughts weren't coming out right. But I feel like myself right now. And I really do. So I just wanted to just say that for all the people that's listening on all the channels. Uh, you know, just take our advice on that. That if you ever go through a tragedy, run to anything that you're passionate about, whether it's your YouTube channels, comedy, whatever it is, bro. Just do it, and it's go help you go through whatever pain you might be going through. Got a super chat from you, Goddess. She said, "Boss, I was watching on Henny channel, but I came to send condolences. Keeping busy helps, but don't forget to give yourself the time to grieve." Amen. Amen.
RP.
And I can't help that, you Goddess. I ain't gonna lie, cause that grieving, it hits you, and it hits you like. But I talked to a lot of people, man. He ain't helped me with this before. Law helped me with this when he was going through this with his mom. My ex-wife went through this when she lost her mom. I do know it's gonna come in waves, and it is coming in waves. It'll hit you like a ton of bricks. You'll just all of a sudden be chilling and start crying, and then you'll be all right. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And then you'll get on, and you like so tragedy, depression, all them different words are different for everybody. But whenever I get a chance to kind of give any kind of advice that can make any one of us better as we trying to all conquer this game called life, bro, I just want to share it. So anyway, thank you, you guys.
Yes,
Appreciate all
sir.
y'all prayers too, dog. That's y'all been dope on that. Everybody, y'all been so dope. Just and the last thing I'm gonna say is I'm usually the type that keep my distance when people go through tragedy because I don't want to add to them talking about it. But in my case, it been happening, bro. I swear to God, bro. And I try to answer every one of y'all. You know,
Cause I tried to give you the space, bro. I was like, you gave me the space just a couple months
Me
ago.
too.
So I was trying
Ditto.
to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
yeah, I usually give people space, yeah, but I'm
that's how
telling
you did
y'all,
with me. So let me do that with him. But I
yeah,
got you, bro.
and I'm learning too from going through this tragedy, bro. Keeping it real, that I probably need to change because I do give people space, but from the way that just seeing the overwhelming amount of people like prayers and condolences, I just did a live earlier talking about culture. Man, them content, man, ain't nobody in that chat or comment said one thing about that video, bro. Everybody was condolences. They
Yep,
was everybody in that thing was
real.
fuck what you said on culture. We care about you, boss. And that mean a lot, bro. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my brothers. And this is also why I don't want to be the dude that's solo. Some people take pride in being solo content guy. I stay in my corner and let y'all do y'all. I like the fact that I got friends that's literally can't wait to pick me up. That like
Lean on me, damn it.
say, "Damn, bro, I can't think straight right now, bro. I need to collab with you. I want to keep moving. I don't know why my ideas are not flowing like they usually flow, you know." And Amp, I got you, bro. He was like he ain't gave me 4 ideas. We go do 2 film studies on this. We go do a film breakdown. He already just throwing out stuff. So I don't want to be solo man. I want to be the man that got real friends and brothers in the space that if I go through a tragedy, they go pick me up. And I'm being picked up right now by my brothers. And so thank you, Hen, for driving. Cause he drove today. Cause I didn't even have any to put it all together like I usually do.
Oh yeah, anytime, man. Any
Yeah,
damn time, my brother.
yeah. So appreciate all the love, y'all. Real talk.
You got it,
Yes,
bro.
indeed. Hell yeah. And I think that's the perfect way to end this, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been on for 3 hours and damn near 30 minutes. I think we had a damn good show. We talked about a little bit of everything out there in the space, man. So salute to everybody. Salute to all these gentlemen on this panel that took the time out their day to rock with us, and put this show together the way that we did, man. Kudos to all y'all. And we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow, man. For the fuck show. We gotta keep pushing. We still need edge, we still need running back, we still need Jerry Jones to sit the fuck down. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff to fight for, man. It's a lot of stuff to fight for, man. So we shall return. And yeah, well, I am out. I gotta go in here for get put out the house. I gotta spend some time with my wife. I'm gonna fuck with y'all though.
You too. Hey man, I just want to say real quick, salute to everybody that joined us tonight. I just want to say real quick, what you saw tonight is truly authentic. It's truly organic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You see us as content creators. You know, you see us as doing this as a job, et cetera, whatever. But through it all, we have bond together as brothers, as friends, etc. So like boss said, it's in these moments where we lean on each other. So you bond to the guys that help hold you up in the times when you need it the most. That's no different from what you'll see in a locker room. You know what I'm saying? Just like players. Hey, if I got a teammate, he going through, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna lean, let him lean on me, talk to me, vent, whatever. Hey, hit my line. That's what this is all about. It's about brotherhood. You heard Dan Quinn say it when he was in with the team a few years back. You heard it last year. You hear it constantly echoed. Brotherhood, brotherhood, brotherhood. That's what it's about because life keeps on life, and y'all know me. I've personally dealt with it. I personally want to thank Boss publicly because when I lost my grandmother just about 2 months ago, he was there. I could call him, talk to him. I could vent. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is all about. Yes, it's about the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, it's about football, but it's also about camaraderie, brotherhood, linking together, supporting each other in our different aspects of life. That's what it's all about, man. Each one reach one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. Hold on before boss cuss me out. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.